Is Farming Simulator 22 easier than Farm Sim 19? Are the machines more fun to drive? Do the graphics look better? And for me, most importantly, can I go faster? Well, I'm not sure if we can answer all of those questions, but what I can tell you is we are on Ravenport in Farming Simulator 22. This was a base game map for Farming Simulator 19, and I've gone and found all of the mods from the base game equipment. Some of these are giants, and I think one or two are from a couple other modders. We are going to take this equipment and see how well we can get into the game and see if it's any easier to make money in Farming Simulator 22 than it was in 19. The only difference is field 19 right here. This is wheat as well, so 24 and 19 will be fields that we are going to harvest starting out. I don't remember if we started with this field or had to buy it in Farm Sim 19, but the base game here in 22 gives it to us, so we'll take it. Equipment is very, very simple, so we're using the Fiat 1300 DT. This is a giant software mod, as well as the Case 7210 Pro. We have two of those. Then we have also from Giant Software, the TX32 right here, and then we have their Straumann 802 trailer. You see it says modded right there. The TX32 doesn't say modded for some reason, but don't worry. This stuff's modded. We got the Rail Polymag 300 from Camilos. This is a mod. We also have the Amazon D830. This one's a modded version, but I'll probably swap this out eventually because it's a little heavy. This is from a modder, Austri, who's actually made the D830 a pack. Of course, we have our header trailer that matches, and we have some weights. This is just our starting equipment. Eventually, we're going to swap everything out, and we'll be using some modded stuff that's Farming Simulator 22 appropriate, but at least to get started, I felt like this was very important to start with. So then let's get it started. There's a couple things that we need to do first. Step one is going to be cultivating. Yes, so much fun. I am going to be enabling fast farming here, so that should make this slightly easy. Rock and roll, baby, do your thing. And we're going to jump over here to the seeder. Now, I unfortunately forgot to add the line of code that makes this not weigh anything, so it's heavy. It's really, really just idiotically heavy. We've got this set to plant wheat, but I'm not sure if I want to do a bunch of wheat harvests. Crap, I unloaded it. Oats. It shall be oats. I don't know if I enabled fast farming or not. I guess we'll find out here in just a second. DJ did not. Fast farming. Haha, have fun. Now the fun. We get to do a little bit of harvesting. We've got two fields to harvest. We have this combine do it. Stroll is enabled, which is great. Let's go ahead and unfold this thing and get it going. This will probably be one of the first things that we swap out. This is going to take us a little while to do with just this. I'm probably going to be babysitting this combine most of the time. And we've got a problem that I totally forgot existed. These guys. Every time they would get stuck. And look at this. They're missing stuff on the ends. The workers have not gotten better over here the years. Great. Go. Just go. Okay. There is one bit done. And you know what? We got a tipper up here. May as well unload while we're at it. Now, you guys know how I feel about this tractor. Maybe not this trailer so much, but this tractor for sure. I did not hold my feelings towards this tractor close. We'll say that much. Back in Farming Simulator 19, I hated it. But it turned out to work fairly well, and it's got the most horsepower of any of the tractors we have on the farm, so that means that eventually we'll probably end up selling it. Yeah, we're gonna sell it. Also, there are some headers that are a little bit bigger than this one that fit this combine. Did you know that? Check this out. I think we had this late on in Farming Simulator 19. But yeah, TX66 header. I know it doesn't go with this mod. I know it goes with the 66, but it's there. We've also got this one right here, which is basically the same thing, but it could work. The only problem is, like, that's 38 grand, and we're already doing it 4 meters. We could do 6. I guess we could do 6. You know what? Doing a 4 sucks. All right, so we sell the header we have already. If I'm not mistaken, these yellows don't match. Is it just me? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and pick this thing up. Let's see if it'll work. It's definitely quite large, to say the least, but it's moving along. So we should be able to get this done in about 150% of the time. 50% of the time. All right, we're going from 4 meters to 6 meters. That didn't specialize in math. And these workers didn't specialize in being workers either. Great job, guys. You did so well making sure that everything was done the right way. We'll pick this up. We've also got some straw swaths down there that we need to figure out what to do with now. We're definitely going to be picking those up, but likely selling them. Oh, and I just realized we didn't get the base game truck. What was I thinking? Base game for Farming Simulator 19 was the TLX 1982, right? All right, I got the pickup trucks downloaded. We'll get those put into the game as soon as I can. I'll also do my best to leave some links. Maybe you guys can check out some of these mods if you want to use them for yourself. They're as close as possible. Also, the weights are a mod as well, the sour weights. Sure. I don't know how to say it. Well, we've gotten a little bit of grain, but this is definitely not a lot of grain. What was it, 18,000 liters? That is not enough to get busy with. No, sir. All right, 17,242. Not awful. What is awful is the top speed and turning radius of this tractor, so we ain't carting with this thing. What if we use the tractor that we used for cultivating? Oop, let's bring that back just a little bit. There we go, drop that. This will go 26 instead of 15, which should be good, and it will get us into town a little bit faster. Real quick while we're at it, I know this guy did a really, really bad job of that field, but we need to keep going, so let's move back over here real quick. Oats, put them in, go, go, go. We are heading to the ranch right up here. Now, there is a way to get up the hill from where we are, so I think we're gonna take that route. That should be a little bit more fun. We could probably drop the weight as well that's on the front, because that's just gonna, we'll add extra weight. But you know what? Let's see if we can get up to the top of the hill. Yeah, having a little bit extra weight on the front's definitely adding to the weight that's on the front. Yeah, you know, it's funny, we're staying below 15 miles an hour for the most of the time. We may have been better off just taking the Fiat. Man, finally at the top of the hill, and now we picking up some speed. Let's go, boys! We got Lightning McQueen up here. Get out of here, birds! That's a nice throwback. Almost there. There is no grating here, but we can dump, so this is good. Cool. All right, we should get a decent amount of money for this. We're playing an easy mode always. It's just a whole lot easier to make money that way. $38,000. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now we're going to have to figure a few things out. Number one, we've got to fix our seeder because he's just an idiot. Is he sitting in the middle of the field? What in the world? Goodness gracious. Go for it, bro. We need to figure out how we're going to pick up this straw. There's a couple of easy ways to do it. Obviously, make it bales. We're going to need to do a bunch of other stuff, but we could do baby bales and get a baby bale autoloader. We might be able to get away with a cheap version of that, maybe. So I've kind of gone back and forth between Roostermod stuff and EY modding stuff. Now, EY modding is pretty sweet, and it's quite old as well. Haha. However, EY Moddings makes a custom bale size, whereas the Rooster Mods one doesn't. So I think we're going to go with Roosters. And we're going to go with one of his trailers as well. So we're doing auto loading, no straps. We're going to go with old logo, headache rack. You know what? I doesn't matter, does it? Not really. Let's go with yes. Warning equipment. Let's go with that triangle on the back, and then let's figure out what color this wood's going to be. Weathered. The answer is weathered. And it looks like our idiot seeder has decided that he wants to be there again. I have decreased the amount of seed that it holds, so at least we've got that going for us. Let's hire him up on a worker again. This dude's super confusing. All right, you know what? Let's disengage fast farming. Maybe that'll make it better. Now let's get to baling with a Case tractor, a Massey baler, and a John Deere bale trailer. I haven't used this setup specifically because I didn't have this bale trailer downloaded whenever I did the review on the baler, but yeah, it looks like everything's just fine. Sweet. All right, let's turn on a help window so I know exactly what I'm doing. All right, we got the baler turned on. I've got the bale trailer, I think, set to collect, maybe. And I'm gonna do my best to try and not cut some tight corners here. So we're just gonna go from one end to the other. Hey, it's working. Sweet. All right. Not too bad. We've gotten quite a few bales here. Let's see. Can I force unload the baler? Nope. I just accidentally unloaded all the auto-loaded bales in the back. I don't know what's going on right now. I've messed up severely. All right, so I think this trailer's a little bit interesting because it won't load bales that are not that are on it. It's a weird thing. Most autoload bale trailers will actually load the bales that are on it, but this one ain't doing that. So if you're like me and you're sometimes do stupid stuff, be careful. Don't do stupid stuff with this baler specifically. All right, let's pick up the rest of these and we'll take them and sell them. I tell you what, this is the way to do it, man. If only we had something like this base game, would have been super duper cool. But I know that we have a way of loading baby bales, but I mean, come on. Not as cool as this, right? And the last bale is out. Well, bam, got him. All right, how many did we get? 102. Very, very cool, man. Yeah, all right. Where in the world are we going to sell this straw? There's so many bales. While we wait to figure that out, I just want to acknowledge something real quick. When I turned off fast farming, this idiot turned out to be very competent. So I think that means I'm the idiot. Great. Now that we've got a couple more things to do here, what I'm going to do is take the... I don't know what I want to put on what. You know what? Let's use the big tractor for the cultivator. At least to be able to turn around easier. And we'll do the seeding. Maybe with that Fiat. The Fiat. I dislike that tractor so much. Actually, you know what? I got something better. And we can go ahead and run all of this equipment. At least for now. Check this out. There's no way that this is going to work. Is he dropping down? He's dropping down. All right. Go, 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 go. They're going to hit each other. They are totally going to hit each other. Since I loaded out and got some new mods, came back in, I have received the truck. Oh, yeah. This is what a throwback. The 1978. I don't remember what color the truck was for Farm Sim 19. I'm just going for a white one. I think this will work fine. We're going to try to take these bales with this truck. This is something you do in real life, so I assume this will work, but I have no idea if it will or not. Oh, it does! So we're taking to Bale Sell Point right there. What we need to do is take our main road and then crank it right and stay straight. Oh boy, I remember this hill right here. I had many, many pieces of equipment that did not work right. Yeah, was that moving? I must have accidentally hit the unload button. It's still on there, so at least there's that. Should be able to stay, I think, straight here. Yeah, that goes behind that. We've got the animal dealer, I believe, up here on our right-hand side, and then that Bale Sell Point right up there. Yeah, I should slow down because I'm going 50 miles an hour right now. There we go, nice and easy. And bale sales right here. So we'll bring it up. We'll see how much money we're going to get for this. Again, I don't suspect it to be a ton. Yeah, 12 grand. See? It totally didn't make the money back. I think that's how much the trailer cost. So there you go. There is day one here on Ravenport for Farming Simulator 22 versus 19. Oh, let's see if we can take it. Take the racing line. Yeah. Ha ha. That's fun. That's a good time. I'm not quite sure what all we're going to have to do to quote unquote win at Ravenport, but you know what? We'll have some fun doing it nonetheless. So, oats are going in the ground. We'll see what happens next. Another month has passed on Ravenport, and today we are going to be spending some time doing contracts. And to get to our contracts, we're going to have to go all the way to the top of the hill, right up here by the BGA. We have two contracts right beside each other, which hopefully won't cause us too much trouble. This field is canola, and it's ready to be harvested. We need to harvest it. Then down here at the bottom, this needs to be seeded. Oh yes. I wonder how long it'll take a 3-meter seeder to do this. I'm kind of at a bit of a loss as to what equipment to use for which thing, but I think that at the end of the day, this tractor right here is the best tractor for doing the seeding contract. It could turn around easily and it could just handle itself a little bit better than normal. So let's set this, let's make sure that we set this to wheat or else, well, we won't get anything for the contract. We'll go top off, and we will be ready for seeding this field. With a 3. God, so stupid. I am going to enable fast farming. I don't know how good of an idea that is, but we're certainly going to give it a try. Man, oh man, that just feels super fast. The big issue whenever we were doing this on our main farm was not the fact of it going in a straight line. It always did a really good job of that. It was turning around and getting situated at the bottom. That was the main problem here. So we're gonna see if this will work, taking a huge field as a 3-meter. Oh, this was such a bad idea. And this is what I'm talking about. What are you doing? What was that nonsense down there? Did you do that on purpose or on accident? Because it looked like you did it on purpose, which means you're a terrible driver. It's like K-Bot. Well, I guess we need to go ahead and get everything else together while we're at it. I don't have a header trailer, so this will just have to do. So we'll put that there. What else? Oh, I'm flying a little bit too fast here. Let's see. We need something for carting, so this should work perfect for that. Oh boy. Maybe we'll use the Fiat for carting. Yeah, that'll work, because I am also going to be baling. Oh yeah. And not only do I need something with power, I also need something that can, well, do this the right way. So I guess that leaves this joker to doing carting. Good job, bud. Hope you can keep up. So here we are. We've got our seeder, which is doing just a fine job down there. Really good job there. And I got my my baler over there, and we've got our cart as well. The good thing about this combine harvester, it'll hold 50,000 liters, so I'm not too concerned about that. The big concern is going to be the tipper, which holds 25,000 liters. We may have to get ourselves another one of those. And the bales. We can make as many bales as we want. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of bales. So let's take this. Let's hire them up. Let's set the fast farming to yes, please. And let them rock and roll. Very cool. Hopefully we don't have any issues with the combine harvester or the seeder getting in each other's way. Oh, and forgot to tell you, we're getting decent money as well for these. I noticed that we only have 101,000. So after buying new equipment and doing all the stuff that we did in the last episode, we made $1,000. A lot of work for $1,000. Anyway, we should do pretty well here. But what are we making there? Almost 20,000. Close to it, 19,000. Plus, we're going to sell all the bales. We're going to sell all the extra canola. We're going to make good money off this. So let's get in and start making it happen. I think our combine harvester's already at the other end, so we'll take this. We will unfold our baler. We will drop it down. I don't know if fast farming's enabled. It is, so that is good. And I don't know if the baler's going to be picking up bales or not. We should probably find that out. I have good news. The answer is yes. All right. So now we just kind of go back and forth, rock and roll. We'll wait until that guy right there tells us that he wants to be unloaded, and we'll go unload that into a trailer. It does appear the combine harvester takes a little while to turn around at the end, so that may cause us some trouble in the end, but for right now it's fine. Whatever. I may slow down so he can get past me. There you go, buddy. Good sport. Caught up to him. We made a good amount of bales. I mean, how much of this contract have we done? 17% of it? Not a lot. And we got 74, 75, 76 bales off of it. That was pretty good. Plus the bale sell point's right over there. So that makes things easy. Oh, we're coming up on a part that I feared would be an issue. Oh, but I'm missing bales. These guys right here trying to turn around on each other. Oh, no. Back it up. All right, fair enough. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. He missed him. Yeah. I figure with a header that goes 6 meters and a seeder that's 3 meters, eventually we would not only catch up to him, but pass him. And looks like we are at that point. Heck yeah. Oh no, AI workers completed their task. I knew it was only a matter of time, but oh, nope. That hired a worker. That was not what I wanted. There we go. Drop him down. Turn it around. Boop, 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 boop. Bam. Hire worker. All right. How far did we get through that? 34% of the way through. A third of the way through this field before we had trouble with the worker. You know what? I'll take that. That's good odds. We've almost got all of the bales we need. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't actually know how many bales that is. Maybe one more? Please? I can has this one? That was it? 100%. All right, let's take this and I guess go sell these. Pick them up. Go, go, go. And how much for all of these bales? I love watching those sell. That's awesome. 19 grand. Hey. Oh, that's definitely worth it. Uh-oh, we got another problem down here. It seems that our seeder is moving much faster than I was expecting. It is actually keeping up with the combine harvester. That's a big problem. That's a very, very big problem. So I think what I'll end up doing is putting this guy like here. Also, it is moving super duper slow. It's almost like the update mass equals false thing didn't work on that. Uh-oh. I'll definitely have to check the update mass equals false kind of thing, because I thought I did it right. Actually, it'll probably be pretty easy to find out if I did it right. Oh, that is one heavy trailer. Yeah, I don't believe that I did it right. Yeah, that weighs a lot. All right, we are back in now, and I have figured out what went wrong with everything, because I had a couple things that had gone wrong. First things first, I had an uppercase U instead of a lowercase u. So that is going to cause serious trouble. Setup number two, I've decided I'm going to trade this seeder out. It's a cool seeder, it's awesome, but it's 3 meters. And the first thing we did was upgrade our header on all that. So I think we're going to upgrade this now. There's something, this is a D30. We're a D830. We're going to go with a D40, 4 meter instead of 3 meter. Here you go, right here. This also holds 5,000 liters of seed because I have modified it. I'm really, really hoping that through all of this, let's see, hire worker. There we go. I'm really hoping through all of this, the workers are able to do it maybe a little bit better. There's a little bit easierness. I don't know. This guy's definitely rocking and rolling, doing his thing a little bit better. We have some canola here that we need to go ahead and deliver. So let's pull this slow tractor and get down there and sell some of this. It's just so painful going so slow. Do we have anything in the used market that may be a little better? I mean, this would be way, way better. Let's see, anything through here, a little expensive, not fast enough, too expensive. That's a cool tractor. I love that. I mean, this wasn't awful. We just did a beeline and it just went straight. I didn't even need to worry. All right, so this is 25,000 liters. I think we're gonna be getting a little bit more than 50 off of that field. So we will deliver this and it should be fairly happy. There we go. Field on contract, or contract on field, yada yada. Quite complete and 51% transported. Awesome. And I guess I could just go straight back the way it came. Quick check-in. We are rocking over here, man. This guy is doing good. And you can see here, it really wasn't that bad coming back. Beforehand, they've missed a lot. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, the combine harvester is still doing good, so that is great. We got another 10,000 liters in there, and I just got a bunch of baling to do, but yeah. I got some good news. One of the contracts is now completed. Bull, 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 bull. Yeah, so our seeding contract is now complete. Collect 9,800 bucks. Awesome. We're also pretty close with this one as well. However, we do have some bales that have just been made that I need to deliver. Yeah, we're full. Also, currently, this and the train are the only places to sell bales, so what we may end up doing is putting a few custom sell points down around the map. Generally, I do that when I'm doing Let's Plays, so yeah, that's probably what we'll end up doing. That way we get a little bit more variety when it comes to, well, places to sell. The end of this harvest is near. Oh man, we've done some good money too. Look at that, $146,000 so far. Do need to hit these little spots here right at the end of the field, just so we get every bit of this. Last bale out, wha-bam! How many do we get? 76 bales. Not too shabby. Now, if you are curious how I picked up all that straw from a mission, well, I'm using the Collect Straw at Missions mod. I believe it's a Yoast modding mod, and I love it. It's one of my favorites. Usually we get about $19,000, almost $20,000 for these. However, because they're so little, I expect around 10, 9.5. Just as good. We've got almost everything moved back to the farm already, but there is a few more things left to do. One of those is to get all of this canola into that trailer. And It's not gonna be as easy as it sounds because I think we're gonna have about 1,000 liters left, something like that. There's gonna be some left, so we're not gonna be able to sell it all today. Yeah, 1,700 liters. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure that out. Let's jump back into here. Ah, where am I? Found it. So stupid. Let's jump into here. Let's get this taken all the way back down there, and we'll see what we could do. I am thinking about getting another set of tippers for the back of this. They're pretty cool. They're a Vertex design mod, but it's a split axle instead of a single down the middle. Thought that'd be pretty cool, man. It matches, so that's nice. I've yet again 100% chosen the wrong way to go, but you know what? It's slow enough to where this is safe. This is safe, right? Yeah, you can do this in real life. Totally fine. Across the train tracks? Of course. Who would not drive across the train tracks in a slow track? I mean, a normal speed tractor. All right, so we got to be kind of careful with this because it is going to sell a lot of it, and it sells pretty quick. 60 is the number. So we'll try and sell a little easy, little easy, little easy. Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. 80% transported, 87% transported, 90% transported. Oh my goodness. 93! Contract completed. And I made $310. That's pretty cool. All right. Is this the best place to sell this? Confucius say no. Actually getting a little bit better money for it up at the ranch. So let's go back there. We got the rest of it. So 4,500 liters. Let's take this over to ranch. I should probably tag the place just in case. Beeline. This should get us a decent little chunk of change. Let's go, let's go, let's go. There we go, $60,900, of course. Of course. And then I think we need to collect the contract. Yeah, man. We made $79,000 today. And this tractor has 0 turning radius. Gotta love it. Not a bad run. We've got everything back over here to the main farm now. Everything's been put away. We're at $180,000. That's pretty good. But looking around, we definitely could do better on our setup. We've got a very interesting flat spot here. I mean, this thing, I don't think I would ever use a silo, not for as little as we've got. So I think this would probably be one of the first good things to go. America, so we leaving that up. This is such a cool barn, but I'm not quite sure that that is the best place for it. And then we have quite a few buildings around here that need to be just removed. They're all $79,120, aren't they? 720. Okay, so 80,000. Yeah. Even the house is 120. I feel like we could sell all of these buildings and then create our own farmyard. Maybe that's a little bit smaller and not so spread out, and possibly smooth some of this area out and create some bigger fields. That may be one of the better things to do, but fortunately, I don't think we're going to have time to do it today. One of the first things that players did in Farm Sim 19 was change the layout of their farms. Though the build mode and terrain leveling styles are a bit different between 19 and 22, we basically have the same tools here. However, I'm wanting things to be a little bit different, and I want to create one big field up here at the top with kind of a setup of productions or buildings, things like that in the back. A lot of our buildings here can't do anything, so we're going to get rid of most of those. And I don't really use silos, so we can get rid of that too. But the big problem is going to be all of the crops that we have in the ground. So what we need to do first is go in and get these things out. Well, that was easy. All we had to do was fast forward to November and we're ready to go. So we've got a couple fields that we need to harvest. Well, all 4 of these. They're all oats, so this shouldn't take too long. Oh yeah, and after looking at some of the comments of previous episodes, I've remembered that no truck came with the base map, which blows my mind. I guess it's been a while. It's probably been 3 years, 2.5 years at least since I played on this map. Actually, it's probably been about 4 or 5 since I played on this map specifically. Yeah, so we're going to keep that truck anyway, just in case, because I like it. I'm going to hit the larger field that we've got here first, because I want to go ahead and bale this up, because we still have to bale up everything and get the straw off the ground. So I figure, at least with this, we could set it on a worker on the other fields, but this one I'm going to have to do first. And I want to show you how I do this as well. So whenever we do this, you know, we'll kind of hit our little bit at the end right here, and then instead of trying to turn around on myself, I'm just going to go up to the top of the field and we'll spin it around. Actually, now I'm looking at it, probably would have taken the same amount of time to do that. You know what? Just ignore me. Ooh, you know what else we could do? Up here at the top, we could cut some of these trees down and extend this field up there a little bit. Maybe be good for a grass field. Honestly, we don't need a whole lot of buildings, so I kind of show you my idea for this. What I'm wanting to do is make everything up here one field. So we combine these three plus all the area around where this barn is and this barn is. We'll keep the area where the chickens are. But down here, all of this will be our buildings that we want to use. I do have some buildings that I've got from the mod hub that we're going to be taking a look at, including quite a few barns from the modder Icus. I've really enjoyed what they're doing recently, so we're going to showcase a few of those buildings today that are already on mod hub. And by today, I mean as quickly as possible. There's going to be quite a bit of harvesting today. First field is done, and we are going to go ahead and jump on this, trying to get it baled up as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, I'm just going to hire up on a worker on this other field and let them rock and roll on their own, because we got work to do. I feel like one of these case tractors would probably be more than efficient in order to get all this done. And I think previously I have used the bale trailer with the baler. I think we're just gonna run through with the baler today, not picking up the bales themselves, just trying to get this baled up as quickly as possible. Then at the end, we'll come through with the trailer and try to pick everything up. I think that's probably what I want to do. Yeah. We may also have some bells in our way. That just kind of is what it is. And to be frank, I mean, look at this field. It's got little itty bitty baby bells all over it. I mean, come on. That's pretty cool, right? That looks awesome. Just in time as well. Looks like our helper's already finished with this field, which makes things nice and easy. Let's jump over to that real quick. There we go. Oop, fire the worker. Back it up. Yeah, very cool, very cool. I probably should do the rest of the fields up here myself. Just kind of running back and forth, but it would take a little extra time, and well, ain't nobody got time for that. Let's fire them up, hire it on the worker, boom, done, go. Well, this time I may have finished the field a little bit too quick. I think our worker is going a bit slow. This is going to be one of the nice things about upgrading our combine harvester at some point. Who knows if we will or not. I like the thought of trying to utilize this equipment. Maybe not everything. Fiat. At least there's the end of harvest. We ended up getting 18,155 liters. That's not a lot. And we made 168 bales, which is pretty cool. I just realized we made 652 baby bales so far, and it's only episode 3. I'm not quite sure what order to do this in, so I'm just gonna take the crop first, sell that. Let's get this sold and make a good little chunk of change off of the oats. How much are we gonna get today? And 62 grand. That's pretty good, right? Let's use our pickup truck here to go collect some of these bales. I'm also fairly convinced that I'm just gonna throw some of the bales in the back of this truck. I can't remember how many this holds. I think it's 150 some. Yeah, we got more than that. So let's pick all these up and see how far we can get along with them. All right, so it looks like we've got a handful of bales here that still need to be put on. So I'm gonna try and put these on the back of the truck. Yeah, we can strap them down. This ought to be funny. It's working, but it's definitely a little it's squatting. There you go. That's about all I got. It's a squatting. Let's see if I can put this here. Jump in, jump out, grab it. Got it. All right, what is this? 8,400 liters of straw on the back of the truck. Then we've got another 153. Gosh, it's so dumb. What's wrong with the wheels? They look like they're barely turning. They slow down, they start to speed up. Huh, that's awkward. Ooh, it's getting a little bit squirrely up there on the truck. Let's see if we can get this stuff sold. Take them off. Ba-bam, ba-bam. Yeah, and then lastly, all of those. Not bad, man, not bad. Let's see, did it get all the bales, even the ones on the ground? Sure did. All right. So there is the money that we've got to work with, $266,000. But we're probably going to have some more because we're about to sell all the buildings on the farm. In order to delete all the stuff here, probably not a bad idea to move all of our equipment out of the way because we don't have a lot of it. But we do need to get it at least moved. I have no idea where to put it. I don't even know what I'm going to do. Well, we can't change land that we don't own, so I'm going to move everything up here. Now that that's done, there's really not a lot of equipment over here. let's see how much money we get off of all of these buildings. Of course, like I said, we're selling everything. It's not just this and that, a little bit of this, ha ha ha. Nah, it's every single building on here because I have some new ones that we're gonna put down. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, not as much money for that. Well, that's okay. Let's see, good amount of money there. Ooh, 79,000. That little building right there, 79,000, 79,000. Sell this one. Oh, 79,000. Over here, 19. What is that? And then this building. I like this building. But unfortunately, my clicky buttons didn't like it. Goodbye. So the things we're keeping, the American flag, of course, we got to keep that. And we're keeping the chicken coop up here. I kind of like this. I like the chicken coop. So we're going to leave that the way it is, at least for now. Now we need to do some adjustments for the fields. I think the field depths, as far as those go, will kind of keep those around where these are. However, we are going to have to smooth some of this stuff out because, well, like we have a pathway here, which is great, but it doesn't go anywhere. I think there used to be something up here, but not anymore. So we're going to get rid of that pathway, and then down here, we're going to make the field go all the way to about right here, and then we'll leave just enough room to get through and do what we need to do with chickens, and then the field will actually come down about right here, and then zoom up back up this way. So that's the game plan for there. There are a few things that we do need to get rid of, like this tree up here. That was easy. Looking at the land that we own, we actually own a lot more up into here. But the thing is, we don't have those pathways, but we do still have them on the PDA down at the bottom. So if we keep an eye on that, we can actually see whereabouts. So we own all the way up to this little squiggly line and everything south of this. So we actually own stuff all the way up into here, which is interesting because we've got a lot of trees in the way, but we could utilize this area for fields. Ooh, I got an idea. All right, so this is going to be a little bit tricky, but just kind of go with me here. First thing we want is a selling point. We want to use the mobile utilities wood sell point. This is great because we can pick it up, move it around, and because it's a wood sell point, we can hold it and just walk around and sell like these trees. Normally, in this case, I would say, you know what, let's just get rid of them. We'll hide them like I did the one down at the farm. But nah, we ain't doing that, fam. We could have cut them all down. Not using anything too wild and crazy, just a Husqvarna. Well, bam! Here you go. And then I'm going to try and cut down all the trees within this area right here. That way we can extend, well, the farm down there all the way up and create one big field. All right, we've got a lot of the trees cut down that are on this area, but we've still got this pathway area through here, which is actually right in front of our other dude right there. We got this big hill here, which shouldn't be too difficult to cut down. But I do want to kind of follow along through here. Is this is on the edge right here. Let's see. Let's get it. Yep, right there. Also, I'm using a mod, a script mod from Yoast Modding that he made for me when we were doing Silver Run Forest. Basically, the chainsaw just like, it's like instant cut. Bam! I believe there's something very similar on a couple other mods. So just download some chainsaw mods, you'll be just fine. So I don't know if you remember back in 19, but there was like a pathway through here, and it's actually shown here, but not in game. Nonetheless, we've done our best there. Now we've got a lot up here. I've not messed with that yet. There's a pathway that leads up, and I really don't want to screw that up. But this area, oh, I'll mess this area up. No worries about that. So we've got all the trees cut. Is that a tree that's not cut yet? Well, I think we can probably go ahead and cut this tree real quick. Just give me a spinach real quick. Yep, got him. All right. Bam. And this is where this guy comes into play because we can basically just walk around, and I'm playing with an Xbox controller, so I can press down on the left stick, and it will sell the trees whenever we get close to them. As a matter of fact, you could spam it if you want to, and it'll cut them down, it'll clear them a little bit quicker. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. And we're making decent money, so we should make a little bit. It is one of those things, so it is easy to drop. Yeah, How cool is that? All right, let's go around and see if I can get all these trees. This is what it all looks like after everything's been cleared. I do need to go through and get the stumps, but we're gonna we're gonna cheat. So yeah. Yeah, you gotta love that. One button, all stumps go away. If you're curious, easy to have controls. Click the remove stumps. Yeah, all stumps get it going. The only thing is you do get little pieces like this. So for those, I like to go in here and delete objects on. Got it. I think there's like one is like remove logs, but yeah, I don't really want to mess with that. Next, we can just remove this, sell that, bam, it's $500 and it's super cheap. And it's made us a decent chunk of change as well. $34,000, not too bad considering we only made 20 grand off the bales we sold. Now comes the interesting part of trying to level all of this. This hill specifically is very, very well known for Farming Simulator. So we're gonna do our best. One thing I am gonna do real quick, save the game, because this can get interesting. One of my favorite tools is the Soften tool. This will allow us to get all of the areas close by, nice and soft, and kind of slope and move with it. But you can also hit the top of a mountain like this, kind of go around, back and forth, and it'll bring it down until it senses that all of the sides are equal. And that works great for us. You could also go up and down the side like this, but that does take a little bit longer. And yeah, you could just flatten this if you wanted to, but this is the way I prefer to do it. Slow and steady wins the race. Easy does it. Nice and slow. And after all that extra work, it's basically done. Now, we can always come through here a little bit more later, but I think for now, this is pretty good. There's also a couple more pieces of wood that I found, but that'll be all right. Since this is all going to be one field, we also need to come up here and see if we could smooth some of this out as well. Is that a tree that I forgot? Oh, come on. Oh, what are you going to do? We need to smooth this stuff out, get it level with this, ground that's over here, and then we'll bring it straight out and let it be. So I think that's probably going to be where we call it right now. I'm going to go ahead and finish all of this. We will see you guys in the next one for the official farm build. In the last one, we got rid of every building. We also smoothed out the mountains around the edges. And in order to see, we removed every single tree. The first thing we're gonna do is create the outline of the field that we're going to have up here. This is all gonna be one field. We own most of this, so I have cleared all the way down to this point. So I'm thinking we come all the way up, just kind of like this, follow it along like that. It's going to be a really big field. This is what I'm going to be using, the famed 13 chisel, the lizard version. Yeah, this 170 horsepower required on it, 5.7 meters. It's a plow. The color options are, well, they are what they are, but red and black, this works good for me. It's not the smallest piece of equipment in the world, I'll give it that much. However, but I think we've got enough power. Oh boy, I think we have enough power. Do we have enough power? Ooh, that's heavy. We have exactly the amount of power that we need. How much is it to get a little bit extra? 22 grand. I think I'm okay. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to keep my map open at the bottom because there's no way that I could see where I'm at if I don't have that, but this seems to be working. It's heavy, but it's working, so that's good. Let's see, can we fast farm at this? We can. We barely have enough power to, but we can. Oop! Little piece of wood. Now, I do like the grass area here. I like the dirt area here as well, so I don't want to get too close to the road. This seems to be working all right for me. Man, this, was this the right plow? I'm not quite sure. It's a little bit heavy. When it comes to this spot right here, I think I'm just gonna kind of continue with the idea that we've started with this being the field. We could probably go up into that a little bit more, but I think we'll be all right. I probably also could have gone for a smaller plow. Yeah. The other one in the series is 3.3 meters. Requires a lot less horsepower though. I think for right now, maybe we're okay. We're doing all right. One other thing that I want to do real quick. See this area? This got a lot of dirt on it. So it's going to kind of show up, at least on the side of where a field would be, that there is dirt. And I don't want that. What we want to do is see, let's find our grass. Is this it? Is this what we're using here? Let's see. That is what we're using. Awesome. We're going to take this and just kind of start drawing some lines with it here. We may end up going into this field just a little bit, and then we'll change our angle here. And then this will give us the true edge of the field that we are creating. We'll come around through here, and bam, just like that. That'll work. Now we need to go into plants, find our grass, and kind of go through there. We don't have to hit the whole thing, but yeah, most of it we need to hit. I always found it weird that in Farming Simulator 22, when you plant grass actually will grow on top of anything. So if you want it to be done right, you have to do this, which is fine. Slightly annoying, but it's fine. And there you go. Because we did that, now on the edge of our field, we still have this grass kind of angled bit to it. We're good to go. So we're going to continue around over here. I thought about putting a building up here, and I still may do that. We could change that later if we want to. Ooh, we going real slow right now. Real slow. And turn right here. And this would be the top of the field. I thought it'd be fun to have a little area of the field where you could actually like just see down into the rest of the farm. I don't know, I thought that would be cool. Here's another area, but I'm leaving this one open because I want this to be like a welcomed like place where you start farming your field. That's what I want that to be. Ooh, it's slow going up this hill. We definitely could use some extra power, and this plow might even be a little bit too big for this tractor. All right, now that we're at the top up here, we're going to continue around, and I'm trying to look as close as I can at the mini map down at the bottom. We want to get close, but not all the way. So on the screen right now, I'm actually not even looking at my tractor. We're looking down at the very bottom. There we go. All right, perfect. Now all I got to do is follow this along down at the edge, and we should be good and not get into any trouble recording You Don't Own This Land. It's same thing through here. Again, we're just kind of following along where the pathway used to be down on the PDA. Unfortunately, in the game, it's not there anymore. However, it still provides us a really, really nice way to see kind of what's going on. So this works good. And because we're going downhill, we can go down a little bit faster. And we end up right back where we started. Yes, sir! There are a couple little spots through here that I want to hit. This does not look good. So we'll come through like that. Got it. All right. So that is our new field. Let's see if we can show it in purple. There you go. That's going to be our brand new field. That's awesome. I don't think I need to show the rest of this, but yeah, we're just gonna fill it in. There it is, not too bad. All right, this field, at least for right now, field number 19, and the area around it, which there's a lot, we're gonna leave that be for now. That's a fairly easy way to get up and down the mountain, and I don't want to mess with that. I know I'll screw it up. Now we need to get some placeables down. I want to put down maybe, 2 sheds, a house, and maybe a silo or something like that. We've got quite a few mods downloaded, and we'll see kind of what fits and works. First up, this area right here. Now, there was a shed here, so we'll see if we've got any sheds that might fit well. It's a little small. That was a little bit big. And this one seems to be just right. The basic garage. What I want to do is get it backed up right up to about where things start to unflatten out. And we'll figure that out. All right, let's get down into here and level this. Now that that's done, we can get it right up to the edge, right to about right here, I think. Yeah, that'll work pretty good. Actually, that goes up a little bit. Let's do it about there. That will work. I don't actually know which way it needs to go. Is it this way or is it that way? Oh, I'm going crazy. This way, right there. Bam, got it down. Put it down. All right, 45,000. Not bad, not bad. We can actually put something here on the side, too. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Next, we had a big building up here. Now, it wasn't super massive or anything, but it was the largest building that we had on the farm. So I want to mirror that a little bit. Well, we may have to get in and do some piddling. The Millennial Shed Pack actually, or Shed Farm actually works really well there. Let's see what else we got. So this building actually fits well here. The problem is the openings to the barn are not in the greatest places. So I'm not really quite sure how to handle that. I think what I may do is come in here and flatten some of this area out a little bit more. And to be honest with you, we could probably do that second rather than first. So let's take this, let's put it like that. Let's get it kind of close-ish to the edge of the field there. And then we'll just flatten out the area later. Actually, you know what? Let's get it a little bit further away. That way we can pull our vehicles in and out. Yeah, that'll work. Right there, go. But as you can see, the area below it and under it and everything not flattened out. So let's get in here with our level. We'll use the circle level, I think. Yeah, this will work well. And we'll come along through here, at least as far out as we could get. That is working. Very cool, very cool. Actually, I don't know where the edge is. How high does this need to be? I don't know. This will be interesting as well, trying to get out from here up. So I think what I'll end up doing is flattening out a decent portion right out here in front. About right there, that'll do. Then we'll take our soften tool and maybe soften a little bit closer to the road up here. Like that, that works. Yeah, this will be good. Then we could paint the area with this texture, at least for now. Now we can actually get in and out. Sweet. One other thing I'm going to do, you can see there's kind of like a valley here. I'm going to go into my sculpting and we're going to take that level and go all the way from over here over to about there. So all of this actually will kind of flatten out till it gets to about here and then it will go downhill. Yeah, that's going to work well. After smoothing it all out, this is what it looks like. Not bad. We've also got a few other building locations. This is one of them right here, and I would actually like to put my house here because I think the view is way, way better from there. I wanted to go with a house that has an interior, and there's two really, really nice ones other than the American farmhouse there. We're not using that right now. We've used his spots for forever. One is farmhouse right here. It's very nice, but the only thing changes is the door. Then we have house with one floor, which is actually house with two floors. Cough, cough. But it doesn't quite fit. We could make this fit. It also doesn't change colors. It also doesn't fit either. But I kind of like this because if you look at it from this way, it fits perfect. But if you look at it from this way, it does not fit at all. So I think that's a good reason to use it. We'll get the basic layout, which is going to be basically from that tree to that tree, flatten out that area all the way out to the road. Works. We'll keep it level with the area that's already here, and we'll bring this straight out to about there, and then flatten out to here. Also with this rock, we may have to bring that rock down a little bit. Yeah, that's actually really good. Okay, buildings, farmhouses, give me the fancy house. Yeah, man. All right, we'll enable free build, and all right, angle it about like that. How's that? How's it look? We'll angle it between the two trees. It'll be much better there. Right there. 3, 2, 1. Bam! Oh, wrong place. I mean, I gotta hand it to it. From down here, this looks beautiful because this is kind of an oasis down here. Yeah, look at this. Beautiful. We got out in here. We got our waterfall and everything. And then over here, you got your house. I don't know how to get in, though. Oh, front door. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if we can kind of mosey about here. Oh, we've got the place there. We can't open the back door. Oh, that's so stupid. Let's see, area through here. Place to change clothes. Very cool. Coming around down to the bottom, I assume pantry. Bathroom and all kinds of stuff. Man, that's a really nice, well-done bathroom. Sweet. Bottom floor, very cool. Upstairs, and it's just kind of a hangout. We got a little living room up here, sitting room. We do have a door out to the deck where we can not see the waterfall. I should have placed this the other way. You could kind of see it through the picture window right there. All right, now we got a couple other areas that we need to do. There's one building on here that I'm just dying to use. This guy right here. I want to use this building so bad. Can we make the reds match? We can make the reds match. I figure like right here is an awesome place to put this building. I don't know why. I just feel like that this would be a great place to put this building. So we may have to get in here and flatten some areas out. There we go. Level flattened. And we'll grab our building where in the world ever it is. There it is. And we got our bright red. Yeah, actually I may get with something a little bit different. Let's see. The house is gray. That barn's red. That one's gray as well. Can we go with like a dark gray? Well, it's not like dark gray. It's almost black, but it is contrasting. And you know what? Sometimes that's all you need. Just something that's a little bit contrasting. Is there a door down at the end? There is not. So we could place this here and be almost okay. So let's do that. Bam! Yeah! Oh, I like that. As for the official land that we had, we've got one more area here. Actually, I think there's like one here as well, where there's no buildings right now, but there were. So I don't want to just buy something for the heck of it. We do have some really nice buildings in here. We could go with the DjGoHam building. I mean, what better series to use it on than this one, right? Well, there you go. There it is. I don't think we have used this since... I don't remember the map that we used this on. Edgewater. Yeah. It's been since Edgewater, man. Now comes all of the extra landscaping, the painting, the painting grass and stuff like that, like this. So we've got a lot of work to do when it comes to decorations and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this stuff right now. And I think probably in the next one we'll be able to showcase the final result from the farm build. Things are getting good on Ravenport. We have already put together the main farm. The silo's actually back, but it's in a different place. We've got a beautiful home with a waterfall backdrop and even a puppy dog. And we've got a big field that you can see from space. So today is going to be some field work, but while we're doing field work on one field, we're going to be doing some work on a different one. Down here, we've got field 19. Now, this whole area right here is owned by us. However, I think we could probably manage if we go like straight up from here. I think there's a couple pathways in there. We could probably manage a few little areas right through here to expand this a little bit. Now, I would like to possibly do grass in this field. That way we could make some silage bales or something like that. Plus, having a grassy hill just kind of makes sense. If that was grass, that would be weird. Corn, that'd be great. So then, we are going to start up here, and we're going to grab one of our case tractors, because this is going to be having the seeder. You probably haven't seen any of the areas that we've got down here as far as what we've got where. There's still some stuff that we need to do. I mean, the ground doesn't look the best, if I'm completely honest. And some of this stuff, I got a little island there in the middle, but like this area down here, I like this building. I really do. It doesn't fit. It's pretty difficult to get in and out of, but it's cool. So we'll leave it at that. This cedar right here, it's 4-meter cedar. It's not too wild and crazy or bad, but it is small in comparison to what we normally use. So I'm not quite sure how in the world I'm going to deal with this, but we'll figure that out. We've done our oats, and that worked fine, and we did wheat for the first harvest. And so now we need to figure out what we're going to do with the second one, but I think we need to be a little bit more strategic with this one. You see, I think we need to do wheat. We will sell the straw and be done with that. But the wheat, I think we're going to start working on some production chains a little bit, and this will be the perfect opportunity to do so. Oh, and I just forgot I need to fertilize. Crap. I'm also just realizing what time it is. Oh man, we definitely picked the wrong time to be trying to do any of this fertilizing and stuff. We've got a modified convertible that I've got here. Figure this will work fine. We don't really need it for anything while I'm crazy. It's just fertilizing. Time to rock and roll. We've got our first set of fertilizer down. There you go. You can see a lot of this has been double fertilized already. So when we come through to do it again, it's not going to be too bad. Let's drop down, let's turn it on, and we are seeding wheat. Now, this is going to be an interesting field because this is a small little seeder. We're going fast, but it's a small little seeder, and it's going to take about 10 years or so to do this field. So the idea is that we can run around maybe 3 times, 4 times, then hire them up on a worker, and hopefully let the worker do it. That way I don't have to do it because we have other stuff to do today. So we've got, well, this much done. And I've decided to hire the worker down here for some stupid reason. I don't think this is going to work. I mean, look, it's 90 degrees off. There we go. Hey, you're straight on. I mean, not really. You just did that so bad. So bad. All right, well, we are obviously getting nowhere with this, but I've got an idea. It's pretty cool, very unrealistic, but I like it. This is the Lizard MT Seed Spreader, 60-meter working width on this, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and I love that. Holds 40,000 liters of seed. I don't actually know where the edge of this is, but to be honest with you, this is a whole lot easier than the way I was doing it. So, yeah, you want unrealistic? Boy, do I have the mod for you. Oi! This ain't gonna take long, is it? Not even a little bit. You know what? Let's just keep going. Yeah, 2 passes. I have nothing to say. Well, we're like 4 minutes into this, and that was supposed to take the entire episode. Yay! What I am going to do, make a couple things a little bit easier. I'm going to use my easy dev controls, delete objects input. Did that just turn itself off again? Bruh. There we go. All right, we're good. We're going to delete some of these trees because we are going to come up through here and, well, we're going to level this out. What is that? That is not a real thing. Let's see. That's close enough. This one will have to go. And a couple more. All right, here we go. We got the trees deleted and everything is ready to rock. So we are up here. We've got this pathway behind us. We're going to come all the way up to it, minus this section right here. There's some like rock formations and stuff in here. I'm not messing with that. I don't feel like it. So we're just going to move around it, and then we'll get up to about right here, and we'll smooth it all out again. This is kind of made, I think, to be like dirt bike trails, stuff like that, but I don't really do much of that. There's plenty of other guys that could do that. I just need this to be like a road. Yeah, so we're just going to bring everything up, smooth it out, and make all of this good and turn it into a grass field. Best thing to do, I think, is probably to save the game before we do this because it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. We should also move our dude out of the way because it's going to be really difficult. Get out of here, birds. This is not your farm. Not your farm. Yeah. All right, let's start over here. It's a little bit easier to manage this side. We're going to go into landscaping. We are going to go into shafting and, well, attempt to soften all this. Yeah. There's also this tree right here. We might get rid of that tree. Not right now. I kind of like it being there. It's a good like centerpiece, if you will. Yeah, I don't know. But what I will do is cut through here and get all of this done. Again, I will acknowledge there are way better ways to do this than the way that I do it. However, the way that I do it works every time. So we're just going to come around. Anything that's high, we're going to smooth it, bring it down a little bit, and try and level everything out. That way we've got a nice, even slope all the way up to the top. The main area here on the left side is basically done. I've got everything here the way that I wanted. There's still some smoothing that's being allowed, but I don't really think we need more of it. Now, what's going to be difficult is the top part. Look at this. Over here, we've got like massive, like bulbous hills all the way through. Of course, we've got this riding pathway through here. And we're going to be following the pathway along, plus all the way to here. And then it kind of banks and corners and that kind of thing. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this. We're going to come all the way up to this as close as I can because, of course, that's going to be the best way to get a field out of it. But, yeah, it's going to be difficult. Did I miss a tree? Sure did. All right, well, there we go. That was easy. Let's go ahead and hit these down here as well. I don't know if I'm going to smooth this whole thing out, but you know what? I may as well, right? The whole thing's going to be smoothed out. Ba-boom. Boom, done. I think we should start the exact same way we started on the other side. We're going to go with a soften tool. Not too large, but large enough. And we're going to start through here, just kind of bringing some of these high points down. Check it out. It is smooth, even all the way up to the pathway. This little spot doesn't count, but the rest of this is looking very good. I did decide to go ahead and cut down the hill that was on the other side of the pathway. So when we come all the way up here, it's just a smaller pathway. Little bit angled to the left. Yeah, a little bit angled to the left, but the rest of it looking good. And then we still have this little island up here, which has got some trees and some rocks in it. And we could decorate that a little bit more later on. But now we get to plow this. Try and stay even between the two tractors. So we'll drive this one instead. Actually, how many's that got? 1.8? Oh, this has only got 1.4 hours on it. Man, nice. Got our big old plow up here again. We really need to upgrade some of these tractors. Maybe, I mean, engine would be fine. The weight's really not that much of an issue, but yeah, it needs some kind of help, right? Let's drop it down. We'll cut on the create fields and we'll take it for a nice little spin around yet again. It's gonna take me a little bit of time because it doesn't go over that fast. Well, this is interesting. We got a lot of stuff down here on the ground that's allowing me to plow under it, but there will also be grass on top of it. Interesting. I think you could paint and get rid of that, but I don't know. It's kind of cool. I think I may leave it. And I'm going to extend out this field just a little bit, not too crazily much, but some. So I've hired a bump on a worker because we're beside the field that's already here. So this should allow us to have a nice little straight edge down here on the end. Little bit too close to my office. Perfect. There we go. All right. Field number 19 is now done. So what we need to do is put this away. And we'll come up there. I still have some of those spots that are a little bit weird, though. But I've got a funny feeling that if I ever use a direct drill on those, everything will be back to normal and look just fine. But we don't have a direct drill today. We've just got a spready thing. So I have no idea what's going to happen with this stuff. I tried painting over, it didn't work. So I do know that using a direct drill usually gets rid of stuff like this. I could care less. But, you know. I mean, it looks cool. It's a little bit different, right? I don't know. It just kind of looks like something's growing in your yard that shouldn't. Now it is time to... Please let me in. There we go. We need to find where grass is. There we go. Got it. And we just got to put grass down. 38,000 liters. So stupid. All right, let's see. Let's back it up all the way. It is a 60-meter swath. And I don't even know how far out I can get here. I'm not even gonna try. It hit it. That's great. That's awesome. This is oh, hey, there we go. All right, so seed going down. Direct drill doesn't have to be the thing to get rid of it. Anything can. 2 years later, and I'm still learning new things about Farming Simulator. I just never get involved with stuff like that on the side of fields often enough for it to matter, if I'm honest. All right, well, that was fun and easy. Seeding just got a whole lot better. And, yeah. Can I hire a worker on this? There's no way. Hire a AI worker. Get out of here. That's awesome. Now that we got the seed down, all we got to do is fertilize this field, fertilize the other field, and then I think from there we'll be done at least with this. But we also need to come up with a game plan for making money over the winter. It's so difficult trying to fertilize a field like this when only half of it's done and some of the other half is done, but then you load in and you realize you're like, oh, okay, so it's all done. It's just, it's so weird and confusing. Spin around right here and then do it again, trying to hit the pause menu while you're doing all this. Is it doable? Can you do it like this? Yeah. Oop, oop, oop. Don't go that way. Go this way. No! There we go. I can see. And bam! We are done. And this is why I've got these little areas right here. I can easily just boop, pull off, and go where I need to go. Awesome. Now, it is almost winter time, so we need to go and put some of this equipment away for the winter. It is November now. And my guess is we're probably going to see some snow before too long. So we'll get that put away. We'll close that up. And here we go. I think this is the only other thing that's out. One door I'll be leaving open is this one, because when I open that door, oh, it let me out. That is so weird. All right, so I'm going to hit the F5 button real quick. You could see the collision goes down there. Huh. That's so weird, because before, when I had the door open, it wouldn't let me go in. But now it lets me. Cool. All right, well, shut that. All right, so there's one more thing that we're going to take a look at to change things up a little bit for our winter wonderland. Because over the winter, we don't have crops to sell. We don't have anything to do. There is a farm that's right over the ridge up here, and it's currently an animal farm, but it's flattened out, which is really nice. Also, this area right here, just perfect for chopping up and turning that into another big old field. But nonetheless, let's take a left here. We'll head up to the animal farm. The pricing for the land is not too bad. However, we could sell these animal pens and put down things like greenhouses or solar panels, things like that. We could have kind of a, I don't know, renewable's not the answer or the word, but we could do something with this. So it's this area right here is what we're talking about. It's 77,000. There is a pathway that goes back here. And by that, I mean there's not. The pathway doesn't exist. And the buildings themselves let's see, 40, 118, 63. So we could technically sell those and then use the flat area here to kind of do our thing. Also, there is a pathway here. That pathway used to not be there. Hang on a minute. When did that pathway show up? That path wasn't there when I did my review. All right, well, now on that bombshell, I guess we can go ahead and buy this area, and hopefully we don't make anybody too mad by not using animals, but yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. We don't need those. All right, so we spent 77,000, but we made a whole lot more. Like 100, 218, 220,000. So here's the layout. It kind of looks like a haircut almost on a guy. You've got parts that are kind of curved off, like the back of the head, or you've got a place that's like squared off, like the front, right above your eyebrows. Yeah, haircut was a bad analogy, but you get it. Now, unfortunately, I have no idea how much we're gonna make off of some of these, but I do know, like, this one being kind of turned around like this is pretty good. So we could put like this over here, maybe. If I got that on free build, I do have that on free build. Awesome. We put that like right here. We're never going to have the pallets behind it. All those are always going to spawn or sell, something like that. So I guess we could put it like right here and be okay. Yeah, well, bam, got them. All right, and then we could utilize like the large greenhouse, which is the other one, I guess. I don't know. Put that down right there. There we go. So now we've got one greenhouse of each. We could also come in and kind of build these up a little bit. Let's see. This is the area. This is the new one as well. So there's some kind of cool stuff in here. We got lemon, orange, pineapple, and regular apple. Not on the pine, on the tree. And then we have tomatoes, lettuce, strawberries, and pumpkin. Now, we do need water for all of these. We need manure as well for the greenhouse fruits. So the manure we may end up just buying. How much is that? Oh, that's an upgrade. How much is it just to buy things? 1,000 liters for $32. That's not bad at all. So we could probably upgrade all of these, buy everything we need, drop off the water. We also need a water container. A little bit of water for you. A little bit of water over here for you as well. Oh, yeah. There we go. 25,000 liters of water in for each. I think. Water's full. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead. I've got a mod that lets me buy the inputs for productions, which is real nice. So there we go. We've got those. And then we need to set all of these to selling because I am not going to mess with dealing with this. I'm just going to let it sell on its own. And I guess we want all, right? I guess if we make all, then we get all the money. Yeah, that's how that works. Not a magnificent area, but it is a good place to start kind of expanding our farm overall. And boy, oh boy, we're going to have to, especially for everything that we've done so far. So there you go. That is it for November. And remember, winter's coming. So it turns out that we don't need this after all. What are you talking about, DJ? Well, in the last one, we placed out some greenhouses, and with those, we needed water, which is why I got the liquid tanker from Omatana's TARDIS pack. However, the same day I recorded that, this mod came out. The automatic water for animals and greenhouses has 1 billion liters of water, and I'll never have to do it again. So we're going to use this instead. Ended up having to level the ground, so we had to delete those. We've also got, like, this dude right here. Yeah, I'm not really sure I'm going to use this. It takes manure, and this is not going to be an automated system. I am still going to use the special one that was released with Ravenport, though. It's this one right here. It's just right beside it. Costs $10,000. It doesn't hold all, like, the fun stuff that the greenhouse fruits one does. However, still does everything. Since I'm never going to be using the output of them and everything's always going to be sold directly, I wonder if we can just place these right beside each other. Like this. Yeah, man, look at that. That will work for me. All right. Except for this area over here. We'll figure that one out. Let's head into each one. Well, you know, let's just hit the pause button. We'll go in here and we'll set all of these to selling. We're going to have to do that to every single one, aren't we? Yes, we are. Oy. Now, we just simply place down the water bit right here. I think I'm just going to place it like right like here-ish. This feels good. This feels good right there. Yeah. Now, hypothetically, all of our greenhouses here should be sharing that water together. And they are perfect. Oh, yeah. Now all we got to do is activate literally everything, and this should give us some helpful money, at least during the winter months. And I guess that means we don't need this thing anymore. Goodbye. Now that we're all parked up, we need to start thinking about maybe something to help out our combine harvester, but more specifically, we need to start thinking about grass. Because as far as I can tell, looking at bale wrappers that we've got, none of these will wrap baby bales. And the only baler we have is the baby baler. So I'm not quite sure that's going to work out for us as far as trying to do some silage. Well, unfortunately, nothing in our used category is showing up, so I think we're going to have to maybe wait a few months, get through the winter time, and see what we can get invested in then. Well, I want to do some experiments. Sometimes you got to do that while you're recording, and turns out a bundle of 14 baby bales can't be wrapped. All right, well, plan C, I guess. So, unfortunately, there's really nothing for us here. So, nothing to go for, nothing to buy, no extra stuff. So we're going to have to buy brand new. Now, there's a lot of options to choose from, which is very, very nice. I don't have everything installed, but we have a lot of stuff installed. I kind of like this. However, I don't like the 4-meter working width. It's a big field, and it's, well, I don't want to wait forever. We also have our Vermeer stuff, but it kind of has a weird angle to it. Not the biggest fan of it. One set of mowers that I do keep coming back to, though, is this set right here, the FHM MB2 and 7. It's a 7-meter and 2-meter front, but they're just mowers, man. You paint them. I should probably make modded versions of these with all the colors of the rainbow, but they work. They're just, little knives and go through, cut, do the same thing as this, but like way cheaper. There you go. There's a couple of mowers. Perfect. Now I need a windrow. Now this style right here is definitely my favorite overall. It just makes things super, super easy. This is fairly new-ish. Came out around the same time as Farming Simulator 23. And it was added to Farm Sim 22 at the same time. Now, we do have a bunch of other things. DLC items. We have the bit here for Vermeer, which doesn't turn well, so that's out. There's also this guy, which I love this bit specifically. It says Kubota on it. It's pretty cool with the Ultimate Mowing Baling Pack. And of course, we've got some super duper modded stuff. How's about we keep it easy with like a Krone Swadro 900. 9-meter working width should be perfectly fine. And I've changed the colors a little bit to keep it not so normal. Next to last is a baler, and it's so easy to keep coming back to this one, but it's so easy because it's just an epic mod that is like perfect for everything that you need. And I love it. So let's get ourselves one of these. Let's go with like a light tan color for that. That'll work. Why does this keep changing? It's DjGoHam. We also need a bale wrapper to go with this. The problem is I like making the biggest bales possible, and you can't wrap those. So we would have to find something that will wrap a smaller bale for us. And so here is our bit. I decided to go with this as our bale wrapper. I didn't want to, but it is what it is. So we've got that. We've got a Krone baler. We've got mowers, which are not Krone, but I probably should have gone with Krone. Anyway, I think it's time to get to work because this field's ready to go. One thing I will say about these mowers before we get started, they are going to be quite difficult with a tractor setup like this one. The thing about these guys, well, this tractor doesn't have the greatest turning radius. So I think you can get what I'm getting at. And this is what I love about these mowers specifically. I think it's been like a year since I've used these. They're so easy. They're so small. They're super easy to bump into and break as well. Forgot about that part. Yeah, they're just little mowers, man. They're pretty cool. Let's see. We'll drop them down. Drop that one down. There we go. And we'll get about right here and turn them on. Turn on the rear mower. Turn on the front mower. Rock and roll. How cool is that? Yeah, man. So easy. I love that. You can hire these on a worker as well, I believe. Turn on the help window. Hire worker, yeah. So you can hire a worker if you want to with these. You don't have to if you don't want to. Just a mowing. Just a mowing, man. I love this so much. We will probably do the mowing the way that I normally do. So one time around, I'll just drive around the entire field. Then we'll come back around and hit all the little spots I missed, and then we'll square off the corners on the second pass. and then hire them on a worker and should be good to go from there. This spot up through here was what I was really worried about the most, but the tractor seems to be handling that just fine. Now the baler, that's going to be a different story altogether. Oh, speaking of baler, because now we've got a big square baler, we don't need our little baby baler anymore. I know you guys like that baby baler. I do too, don't worry, but we're progressing. Is that... Yo, Pup Dog. What up, little dude? You gotta get out of the field, bruh. Now that we made it to the other end of the field, basically what I'll end up doing is coming through and kind of hitting like I would be one spot over, kind of like this. You can see the back end, but the reason for that is because the other end will be able to hit anything that I've missed previously. So that's why I do that, especially on these corners, like right up here. You see either the front or the side will hit this spot. So all I gotta do is follow along with the ride, and there you go. Just like so. Well, we got our 3 passes done, but you know what? I may end up just doing all this myself. I love using these mowers. But you guys know I like to mow anyway, so it is what it is. Let's go and hit the rest of this field. All right, step 1 is done. Get it mown. Step 2 is now to windrow all of the grass together. And we do have to make sure that we don't miss anything. Make sure we get everything. I think what I'll end up doing is maybe 2 passes around, doing it this way, and then we'll just kind of go back and forth. May end up even baling up these 2 rows at the end before doing that. I do that generally. It just, I don't know, makes things easy. Well, I tried to get through, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So let's do this. Let's go and unfold, and we're gonna set this to, I think, a 240. Yeah, the baler wrapper that we have will do 240, right? Double check everything, make sure it's good. Where is it, bale wrappers? Yeah, the 240's in there somewhere. We will need to be careful though, because this baler requires a bit of power, and unfortunately our tractor doesn't quite have the power to do it. It's got some, but not all of it. It's quite difficult. You know, I've been wanting to upgrade one of these anyway. Let's take it. Let's do it. So we're going from 170 to 261 horsepower. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Maybe we'll give it, will weights? Nah, no weights. Let's just keep it on standard tires. There we go. Boom. 45,000 extra dollars. Oy. But will it make this easier? Oh, so much easier. Let's go. This is as far as we got earlier, so I'm gonna jump back into here. There we go. Hired up. Well, maybe not hired up on a worker, not yet. Put it here. There we go. Got it. Now hire. We've run our 2 passes. Let's see if this will work. Will it work? Absolutely. Am I gonna do it? No, because this is gonna take forever if I use a worker. And just like that, we are done. Nice. Man, that looks good. Woo. You know what? I still know I'm cheating, but I don't normally windrow, so there's me almost not cheating. Yeah. Now we got to go back through and finish baling. Bales are out and we are good. How many did we make? 30. That's gonna be a lot of silage. Now the fun part, we get to wrap them all, and I'm really hoping that this bale wrapper can actually wrap these. I guess we'll find out momentarily, won't we? Let's go at it full speed! Yeah, let's go! I honestly can't tell you the last time that I wrapped bales in Farm Sim 22. I mean, normally we'll wrap them in like a all-in-one. I mean, let's be fair. We all use the quick bale, right? But yeah, this isn't bad. I like this. Bales are done. All 30 wrapped. So it does look like our bale loader will hold our bales, but I don't know how many it will hold. This is going to be quite interesting to see how many of these bales it'll hold. I'm thinking like, I don't know, 10, maybe a little bit more. I like this trailer, but yeah, I'm not quite sure that this is going to be the best thing for the job. Baby bales, it works great, but I'm not quite sure about these. So let's find out. Bales not supported. All right. Wait, hang on a minute. I looked at it. Is that 100? Oh, 160. 160? Oh, those are the larger baby bales? Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we could either get rid of this, and we'd also need to get rid of our baby baler, or just get it out of the trailer in general. I like having the baby baler, and we're not hurting for money right now, so I say we save the trailer, save the baby baler, which is in there, and we get another trailer. All right, well, I've spent another $35,000 on a bale autoloader. Now, this is from Pound Pack. I love this autoloader. It's been around, may have been one of the very first ones for Farm Sim 22. Love it, works great. Did I mention I love it? I should probably have mentioned I love it more. It's just such a nice trailer. Plus it holds 32. We have 30. So that works really well for me. Because we still need to wait a little while for these to ferment. I think about a day in game, something like that, because we're not using anything crazy modified. We will have to wait for these to do that. So we can't sell them now, but we could probably sell them. Was it March? And we could probably sell them in April. I'm not quite sure where to put them, but I think I'm just gonna overload them right here. There's nothing else that's over here, so let's do that. Bring it down, bring it right there, and bam! Just like so. Let's see, we'll double check these real quick. Grass, fermenting, 0%. Works for me. Next to last, let's finish it up with a little bit of fertilizer on the field, and then I think we'll be about good for at least a day in game. We do need some fertilizer, so I'll come over here to the multi-fruit buying station. There we go. $5,000 for about 5,000 liters of fertilizer. Figured I think I cheated in seed and fertilizer for the first part of the series, so you know, better late than never. And just like that, we are done here. Very, very cool. We're probably not far off from being able to be ready for harvest on the big wheat field, so be ready for that. We've also got our silo there. I still don't think we'll ever use it, but I have it. And we've got equipment kind of everywhere now, but we're back in full swing. We're back ready to rock and roll. But I'm definitely gonna have to find somewhere to put all of this, and it would be really cool to find another tractor, but I think we'll do our best to keep this equipment at least through the first 10 episodes. We'll try our best. All right, we'll see you. Today is Harvest Day. Oh yeah, I am super pumped. We've got a fairly decent potential harvest yield, but depending on where I go, it gives me different numbers. I think it's because I created my own fields. We're going to be utilizing the New Holland Combine to do this whole thing. That whole thing. Oh, it's going to be wild and crazy. But I think first, I need to address why that's floating. I think first what we should do is maybe sell some of those bales I've got over there. These guys. And the last one, if you missed it, we got a lot of bales done, and I think today's gonna be a good time to sell those bales. I have no idea where we're gonna be selling these bales, the silage bales. Who wants? Looks like Bale Sale Point is dying to get them. That's the best price, even better than selling them on the train. It's almost a little bit fishy how good that sell price is. Usually when we sell the bales, we'd have to use something like our truck or something like that, but there's no way that truck will be able to pull all these bales. 30 bales, so they're, what are they, like 9,000 liters each? They heavy. Not only that, we're gonna need this tractor as well. I'm so glad that we upgraded this tractor in the last one. 261 horsepower. Yeah, no power, baby. And still it's struggling to get up the hill. Man, oh man, I need to turn on my hazards. Everybody look out, got a slow tractor driving through. All right, let's see. What is our money going to be for these? Bam, 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 bam. What? 28,000. This guy, kick that into there. 20. Basically, we got $1,000 per bale. I think there was a problem. All right, so I have cheated in some stuff here to do a little bit of an experiment. So those bales were getting about $900 each. I bet what that grass bale right there got. So now, let's see about this silage bale. How much does this get? Because this is what I should have gotten. 3,800. They weren't silage yet. Crap. All right, so we made $34,271 on bales today. All right, so we got the money removed. Now, check this out. Hey, 30 square bales. I don't know how that happened. That's awesome. How did you do that, DJ? I am so smart. That's how I F12. That's what happened. This is what should have happened the first time. We should have gotten a decent amount of money. 114. See, that's much better than like 30. Yeah? That's what I'm talking about. All right, now we've made the appropriate amount of money. Let's get back down the mountain. We got some harvesting to do. Now time for the fun. The TX32 baby. Yeah, where's my header at? There it is. So I've done some interesting things before, but I'm not quite sure I've done a field this large with the combine like this. We've done this field up here, field number 12. Now, that one's perfectly square. This one might be interesting for a worker. Speaking of workers, I am not sure how in the world I'm going to do this with a worker, so I think because this is kind of a straight edge right here, it ain't, but you know what I mean. I think I'm just going to utilize this right here. Straw swath is enabled, so we are good. Let's turn on our fast farming mod and rock and roll, man. We'll probably do some of this in first person, but I'm not gonna try it. Go, go, go. These are the parts right here that's kind of fun. I gotta swing it all the way around. Definitely would be nice to have something with a little bit better turning radius. That or have some kind of, what do you feel, like some kind of drift steering on here where you could take it and steer a little bit better. That would actually be way more beneficial. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this field yet. I haven't decided, am I going to do 2 passes around, 3 passes around? I have no idea. I don't even know how I'm going to hire a worker on it. It is very unworker friendly. First pass around, we got about 10,000 liters. We get a little bit less each time, but looking at this now, I'm thinking, I don't know, with a small header like this, I would usually do 3. Let's do 3. Just finished our 3rd pass, and I'm going to see if Dummy here can do this on his own. We know he can't, but I figured out. Where are you going? Ay. Oh, maybe that was the section it was going back to get. All right, we just hired him up on a worker, and I think it's probably a good time to try and do a little bit of carting just to try and get some of the grain out of there, even though perfectly fine. I have a funny feeling if I don't upgrade the other tractor, I'm probably just gonna use this one for forever. And I'm okay with that. All right, well, Dummy's coming back down here again like this. He's on his own. This ain't me. That's not my dude. Let's see what he tries to do. He literally just followed that line and then fired himself. Okay. Well, I really do not want to have to babysit these stupid idiots. Let's see what he does here. Maybe he thinks, you know what? I've proven my point. I want to go that way. So therefore, we shall go to the left, where the field is. Please. No. That's the wrong way. Oh! Well, I guess we get to do this ourselves. Fun. We got a lot of this done. However, we're full. We're full. And oddly enough, we're still using the first trailer that we got with this gameplay. However, the trailer itself, oh, I forgot it only holds 25,000. Crap. Well, I guess we're using the silo. I said I wouldn't use it, and yet here we are using the silo. Oh, man. Oh, you know, actually, now's not a bad time to upgrade the trailer system. Yeah, there's something I've been wanting. Road train! Yeah! I thought the wheels would be different sizes, but for some reason they look the same. That looks super odd the more I look at it. Nonetheless, hey, we got that now too. Sweet! So now we can haul 50,000 liters at a time. Rock and roll, man. Rock and roll! Honestly, the way this is set up, probably need to replace the trailer in the front because now we've got all that weight. Instead of just having to pull the weight, we have to support the weight and pull it. I don't know where it's gonna fill up. No, it's gonna fill up right there. At least we know. All right, let's jump back in. Go, go, go. Finally, we're almost done. Oh, this is taking forever. Not in a bad way, it just kind of is what it is. I think moving forward, maybe a better combine harvester or a different farm. Goodness gracious. But it's done. It's over with. We're finished. May as well just dump all of this in the silo instead. Cut out the middleman. We'll probably end up having to make a couple trips here, but I don't actually know still where we're going to sell this. There's 25,000 there, and nope, we're not under it. Well, there's one thing that we could do that I didn't really think about. We can just increase the capacity, which now that I'm looking at this, it looks really weird that they're both not like that. So let's do this one too. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. No. Oh, come here. Grab them all. There we go. Alrighty. How much is in here? How much do we have left? Oh, we're definitely going to be filling these up. This is where I think we're going to be delivering everything. This is the central grain elevator, and I'm suspecting that this is also the grain mill. Let's see. Is there anywhere around it that... No? It's a production chain, but it doesn't have any triggers anywhere around. I mean, there's that one back there, but I don't know. That doesn't open. Ah! This is definitely the grain mill. I'm trying to remember, like, all of the ways around this map. There's so many, like, ins and outs. See, we could do this and maybe take that dirt road straight over. Yeah, that'll work. We found it! Yeah! I'm dumping all to the left, so we do need to kind of be careful about how we pull in here. Let's see. Right about there? Yeah, that'll work. Hey, can I dump both of these at the same time? Ah, I can. Double dump, baby! Yeah! Double dump, double dump. Haha, money is going up, and that is good. And then we are going to buy this place and keep our grain, and haha, it won't know what hit it. Let's go, 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 go. That's over 100,000 now. Looking good. And a total of 150,000. Why am I in the ground? There we go. 150,000, and it cost 80 grand to buy. Go for it. Actually, I'm gonna sell or save the game just in case for whatever reason this doesn't work out. There we go. All right, it is the grain mill. That is perfect for me. So we are making wheat flour, and I guess we're selling it. I don't know. Wow, that is making that very fast. Very, very fast. All right, it's set to selling right now. We got a bakery around here, don't we? We do, right down to the left of the main store. But do I want to involve another area? 50 grand. Seems like a lot. We'll do it. Why not? Who cares? There we go. All right. So let's take our central grain elevator. Let's take this to distributing. And then bakery, it just needs flour into bread, I think. Yep. We'll go ahead and kind of stop these other ones. There we go. That'll work well for me. And let's see. Bread, we need it to sell. Cool. All right. Well, that's on autopilot, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. Yo, all the signs have fallen down on this map. All of them. Stopping. Ooh, I wonder. Wait, where's their car? Where's their car? Hang on, I got an idea. Stop your car. Stop the car. Wonder if I just leave it there if they'll go. So stupid. All right, well, that's a good first step in this, but we still need to get all of those bales up and sell those bales. That's gonna take a little while. Not that I don't want to use the baby baler, but this seems to pick up a little bit more on the edges whenever you've got a large swath, so that's why we're going with this 240 centimeter big old square bales, baby. Yeah, man. Straw bales are usually pretty dense as well. This one looks like it's going to be close to, I don't know, 9,000? 9,500 liters? Maybe 10? Not 10. Definitely not 10. All right, let's find out. Let's see, there's 90%. 6, 7, 8, 9,000 liters. Rock and roll, man. Rock and roll. Let's hit these headlands, see how many bells we get. I always forget to reset the bell counter. Remember, the bells don't count until they actually hit the ground, so yeah, you're good. If you've made one or two and they haven't dropped yet, you'll be just fine. As a matter of fact, I'd love to see when it starts counting the bells, because I've already made one, and I'm almost making 2 now. There's 2 bells made. And Isn't it like when it hits the ground or, there it is. When it broke off. All right, not as many bales as I thought we were gonna make, but we have made a decent amount. 12 bales, 12, 13, 14, about 14 all the way around. I'm thought about picking these up. We'll kind of see how it goes. With this baler and tractor specifically, what I end up doing is skipping a row and then hitting it like this. We'll go all the way to the edge and then do it backwards. Done, done, and done. 33 straw bales. Very cool. Pick them up, pick them up, pick them up, up. I think I could pick up 20 there. No, 32? Yeah, I think it only picks up 32. I made 33. Oops. Boo! There's room up there. Come on. Yay. It's gonna fall off the side of it. Sure is. There's gotta be a way to get this onto the trailer. You know what? I think I've got it. I'm gonna put it up front so I can keep an eye on it. But I think like right there, or no, maybe back here. Oh, I think it'll fit here. Definitely won't. Let's see. Maybe if I put it up top and then let it fall and drop. Bam. Ha ha ha! Dave! Go, 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 go. It's a little bit heavy. Do me a favor and remind me. We need to put a bale cell point down here at the bottom because this is gonna get painful. Well, I made it up here, and I've got that extra bale on there too. So stupid. All right. Oof. Drop it down. Sell them off. Boom, 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 boom. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Got him. Bam. 45 grand for bales? Yes, please. All right. So we're now up to $454,000. After spending 150 grand, we would have been up to 600K had I not done that. But you know what? It works for me. So in the next one, we are going to be doing a little bit of ground care. There's a couple things that are slightly over modded that are out for all platforms. So we're going to be using that to get the ground ready for the next crop. So we'll see you then. Back in Farming Simulator 19, Ravenport brought us quite a few really cool things, like a seaside village, a neat and fun train system, and for some reason a whale skeleton. It also gave us opportunities of big expanded fields all over the place where we could plow them up and bring them together, making massive fields. And the largest of those was field number 8. This is the one field that everybody was trying to buy back in the day. And I've done something absolutely insane. I'm doing a contract there. This contract is definitely going to test our limits, per se. We're gonna need a, well, that's not a big combine. We're gonna need it anyway. We're also gonna need something else. The Fiat. For the first time, I need to utilize this tractor's strengths, which is hopefully doing its job without me being around. Because for the first time, I think I'm gonna have to cultivate a field. Like, actually cultivate a field. See, in the last one, we harvested our field, and I'm gonna need both of my big tractors with me on this next adventure on this big field, because we're gonna need to, well, bale it up and collect the bales, and we're gonna need to keep that running, as well as carting and harvesting, all the things. We need to do all the things. So therefore, I need to cultivate our field so that I'm not wasting time. And since I believe it'll probably take us about the same amount of time to harvest that entire field as it would be for this idiot to cultivate this one, I figure, you know what? What better time than now to get it done? I will help it just a little bit. I'm gonna give it a couple once arounds, maybe 3 passes. That should be enough for the worker to take over and do a good job. Also noticed some dips in the fields while we were harvesting, so I'm gonna go through and do a little bit of softening. All right, so we got 2 passes around. I want to see, is the worker going to be able to handle this at the top? The tractor's got the worst turning radius ever, and, well, there's a cultivator on it. So, you know how I stand with that. It might take it a minute to turn around, but boy, oh boy, it did it, and it's working. All right, well, we'll clean up this little area over here once it goes through and let them do the field. Yeah, looks good. All right, let's do this big old harvesting contract. Oh boy, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. At least we don't have the header that we normally use, but still. Oh, this is gonna stink. Combine's up, but we need to get a couple other things as well. I think, at least to start with, let's just set it up with a tipper, I think, and a baler. So 7250. I think this is gonna go on the baler. for sure. There we go. Hook that up, and we'll take the 7210 and we'll put this on the cart, which I'm starting to kind of be okay with this setup. I still think it looks weird having a single axle in the front with a double axle in the back, but yeah, I guess we'll deal with it. Hey, at least with this setup, I've got the option to use one trailer and be able to back it up if I want. Fill date is a little bit interesting. So I think what we're gonna do, we've got our combine up here. I think I'm gonna go one pass that way, and then one pass back, and then I'm gonna go all the way down and around twice, come all the way up. So there'll be 3 passes, well, 2 at the top, and then 2 on the sides. Once we get to the top, we'll come back around, have 3 at the top, and then hire them up on a worker, and that should be enough room for them to turn around everywhere. At least that's the game plan. Get everything opened up, unfolded, and we are using the real speed limit mod to do our fast farming, because, well, of course we are. Why would we not? And we're using the collect straw at missions mod from Yos, and that's going to allow us to collect up all the straw. The contract itself really doesn't pay too much, 28,000. That's not a whole lot for a big old field like this. At least, well, I don't think it is. So yeah, we've got that. But we collect the straw. We'll probably triple that, if not more, by making bales, and the bale sell point's down there at the bottom, and our delivery point for this contract is literally right here. So that's pretty cool too. We own that, but I don't think it's gonna give it to us. But we are gonna take the rest of it and dump it there, and we will steal that. Oh, it's all according to plan. This is actually working really well. I don't like the fact that I have to do it. I just kind of want to hire a worker and be done with it. But yeah, no, this is working okay, and we're already up to about 25,000 liters. Oh yeah, very close to being able to hire it up and let them go. The only thing is, around the outside up here, we can't build that yet unless we pick it up. You know, we could probably do that. Yeah, we may do that. So far, this is all we've got. That's 2 passes with, was that a 6 meter? I think a 6 meter header, 6.1. Boy, this is gonna be a long time. Check this out, 6%. 6%. It's gonna take forever. I think that's enough room to turn around up here, but I gotta be honest with you. I also don't think it's enough room to turn around. I think I'm gonna run 2 more passes here at the top. Down at the bottom, there's so much room. There's a lot of grass down at the bottom, but yeah, not much up here. I think I'm gonna help my worker out a little. Yeah, I think that should be more than enough room to turn around. Also, 1300 DT completed their task? There's no way. Yep, told you, no way. It's impossible, because he hasn't done it yet. All you had to do was turn around. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. This is all the worker had to do. Boom, boom. We've seen them do this before. Turn it like this. Oh yeah. Put it down, and then go again. You could have done that. Whatever. All right. Hire them up, let them go. So I do think that I'm going to go ahead and do this part, at least at the top. That way that the combine officer is not bumping over everything. We'll also double check, make sure. Yep, 240 centimeter square bales. What I'm going to do, I think, is drop them off at the end. So after we hit all these, if we can make a full bale, we'll drop them off at the end so that the combine doesn't run into them. Actually, I don't think we're going to be able to make a whole one by the time we get to the other end, are we? Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be real close. Can we do it? Hey, we made a whole bale. Cool. I'm probably gonna drop it over there because we can hold 2.5 of these. There we go, just like this. So we will turn it off. Don't have access to this land. I think we'll figure it out. We'll drop the bales right here. There you go. And now we don't have bales on the field. And we do it again. All right, not bad at all. It looks like our combine harvester's heading back up. Looks like this guy's not terrible. And we need to do a little bit of carting because the combine harvester's 80% full. Just went ahead and fired the worker real quick. That's a whole lot easier if we don't have to chase them down. And there we go. We've got that. Turn it on, hire the worker, and go, go, go. What is 43,000 liters? Not bad at all. Now we need to do some more bales. And again, trying to keep these off the field as much as possible, but I'm not sure how we're gonna be able to do that here. So we're gonna wait until we get 2 bales, then I may end up just like finding a corner of the field and dropping them off or something. As the combine harvester, you can see the lines of the field. That's where they're gonna be coming from. So we're gonna have to be careful where we put these so they don't run into them. Oh, we actually made it almost all the way to the end. So this is good because the combine harvester's not gonna come over here. So we can just put them like right here. Yeah, just like that. Ha ha! I have won the day. Down at the bottom of the field is going to be one of the interesting ones, though, because I don't know where I'm going to put these bales. Although, the combine harvester is at a pretty specific area where I know where he's been, and he ain't going to go there again. It actually worked to our advantage. Oh, definitely working to our advantage. There is 2 bales there, so I'm just going to put them here. Actually, one of them fell out on its own. Yeah, there it is. Sweet. Ha ha. Yeah, way easier than I thought it was going to be. We've only made 13 bales so far. It's kind of funny because we made so many baby bales, 728. Ha ha ha. It's a little bit misleading nonetheless. But now we get to hang out. We get to make these bales normally, let them drop on their own, and just follow along. It's just a lot of work at this point. All right, now we got to do a little bit of on the field carting. Boom, boom. Let's see how much we can get here. This is probably going to be enough for us to go ahead and take our first load over to the grain mill because, yeah, 86,000. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to take this. There we go. All the way to the end and swing around. And all we got to do is now take it over here. Perfect. I love that I don't have to go very far. Let's double check to make sure that I'm going to the right place, though, just in case. Yeah, we're good. Give them a good old-fashioned double dump. All right, 32% transported. So that's 32% of the field, I guess, which looks, that is not 32%. Finished your job, huh? Finished. You didn't. Goodness gracious. We're back to this again. This part up here, I'll give them a freebie on it. It whooshes a little bit, but gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Arm back up, see how it goes. I think somebody put like a little yellow thing at the top, but I don't see nothing. Oh well. Back to making bales. Guess who thinks they're done with their work again? You guessed it, worker number 1. Back at it. All right, finally, 50% completed. Boy, oh boy, we got a lot. There's a little sliver here. Don't worry about that. Yeah, but it's about half. How we doing down here? Oh, he stopped again. We're also getting close to filling up another run here. Let's see. Let's go and put this in and see how much we get. About the same as last time, 84,000 liters in there. We'll keep it going for now. And I think I'm just going to do the rest of this on my own. He keeps stopping at the end down here every single time. So I think it's probably time that we just say, DJ's got to do this. Hire the worker at the other end. We'll fire him up and well, go back and forth. I think this is the last little spot on the field. Hey-oh, bam, got it. All right. Now, we do have another seeder that's just absolutely ridiculous. Probably won't be utilizing that too much. Mark Thor sent me over some fun toys to use in the field, and that was definitely one of them. But I think moving on, we may use something else, maybe something a little bit more readily available to all players. I also realized that I just utilized my least favorite tractor to do my least favorite thing in Farming Simulator. Great. Now my reputation's ruined. Definitely filled them up now. Yeah, there we go. We got 38% left in here. We're doing good though. So that field's done. And up here, man, we still got that little sliver down the middle. I'm tempted to go hit it. You know what? I think we're going to do it. Let's take this. We'll hire it up. About right there. There we go. Until we get right down to it, we'll go over and get it. Doo, 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 doo. Yeah. Haha. Was it worth it? Nah, not. Let's not joke around. That really wasn't worth it. Second delivery is out, and that is now, well, 70% of the contract is done and 68% transported. Yeah. Still looking good. We've got a little bit more to go here. I think it said we were 70 or 80% done with the contract, which is very nice to see, or at least the harvesting part of the contract. Still got to deliver everything. Bring it back down, and now we are finally getting into the pointy bit right here. This is why I didn't want any bells along the side, because, well, as it comes up and down, you're definitely going to get in the way. We're getting close. Bales, I mean, the bales are everywhere, so we still got to pick those up. That's going to take a long time, but over here, there we go. We're not too far. We're cutting some nice slices into this. The only issue is where the combine is right now. It always, like, fires the worker right there. So I have to come behind it every single time and spin it around. Used to not have this problem, and I don't know if it's a combine thing or a map thing or a me not understanding physics thing. And somehow the straw swath was turned off during that. I didn't do that. What in the world happened? Had to turn it back on. Finally, we have finished this field. Kinda, but still gotta pick up all the bales and finish making the bales. Hey, we're nowhere near done, are we? Hey, there's a little bit more left here. The combine harvester. I'm gonna try one of my old tricks here. Let's see if I can do this. Through there, please work. Yeah, all right, there we go. Cool, all right, 70% transported. Nice. The last straw has been made. The last bale has been made. How many did we make today? 120. Oh no, 127 bales. It's too many. This is gonna be a lot of bales to try and cart back and forth. Well, we're gonna have to do it anyway, so it means we'll be happy about it. Let's start picking them up. I think we can hold, what is it, 30? Is it 30 some bales that we can make at a time, or hold at a time? I think it's 32. 32 it is. First sale of bales, $43,000. Yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty good. We got a couple of those. $43,000 for the second sale. No surprise, $43,000 for the, get out of the road. Third time. And the last bale sales are happening. This is not gonna be 43,000. Yeah, 41.7. Not bad. Still pretty good. We made a whole lot of money off of that. I don't know how much did we make off of bales today? Where's a big number? There it is. $364,000. Told you. Gonna be good. Last but not least, let's go ahead and take everything over to our grain mill. And let's see. Let's find the back. There we go. There's that one. There's that one. Nice little double dump to end it all out with. Contract on field 8 finished. And of course, no extra money because we own this. So let's jump in, take a look at our production chain and see how it is going. Did I buy the bakery? I didn't think I bought the bakery. I guess I did. Oh well. Let's see. Barley, good, but we didn't get credit for any of the barley that went in for the contract, unfortunately. But we did get 27,000 liters for free, which is pretty good. Let's go and activate it and rock and roll. And now everything is back over at the main farm. Oh, we've got one last thing we need to do. Collect. Bam. Ha ha, another 28,000. So we went up from how much ever money we had, which I don't think was a whole lot. Now we're up to $654,000. That ain't bad at all. I do have some ideas with what to do with that. Kind of want to replace some equipment, but I think it would be a lot more fun to try and stick with what we've got, at least for now. At least for now. At least for the first 10 episodes. Does that work? All right. Deal. I figured it out. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna continue with smaller equipment, but we do need to get rid of this seeder. I realized that this was something special. Somebody sent me over, and I could show it off just fine. It's just not coming to mod up, so yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of that. However, in doing so, we increase up to $672,000, which I think is enough money to finally get a nice seeder. But we're gonna have to get something that these tractors can use. Otherwise, we can't use it. 261 horsepower is our limit. Let's find something that'll fit that. What about something like this? The Pronto 6DC, only 200 horsepower required, 6 meters, 11 miles an hour. That doesn't matter. Plus, we could turn off fertilizing, so it could just be a seeder. I think this would work well. Not to mention it's a direct drill, which helps out a lot. There she is, all ready to go to be a seeder on the farm. Yeah, but there is one other job that I've forgotten about until just now, and that would be fertilizing. Let's jump in the 7210, which is the smaller setup, and get to work. This 40 meters. This ain't gonna take long. See, told you. Easy. Now we obviously want to choose something that's going to work really well in our productions here. Let's see what we've got. So we have wheat and barley in there, but nothing else. So oats, sorghum, corn, which is off limits. I don't know how many times we've done an oat harvest, but I feel like that's going to be the perfect one to get it going, get in that moving, get that production chain rocking. I've also just realized how small 6 meters is, and I want something bigger. But this is going to have to do if we're sticking with the smaller, well, not only smaller, but storing equipment at that. Couple passes around, and now we can hire them up on a worker. Nice. Hired. So while we wait on dude up there to see the whole thing, I think we can now jump over to our grass field, which definitely needs some help, and we can grab these mowers again Love these mowers so much. The first time I used these mowers, I was actually playing on, I think it was Silver Run. I was trying to do like an off-screen series where it's just playing the map, having a little bit of fun, stuff like that. And it turned out that I really enjoyed using these mowers. You could mow really fast with them, and you could, well, I could mow really fast with them as long as you're using the real speed limit mod to fast farm. But they mow a big area, and it still allows you to come in and do a little bit of extra work later with windrowing, things like that. So again, highly, highly, highly recommend these mowers. They're part of the lizard cutting bars pack. Well, not pack, just lizard cutting bars, if you want to find them on mod up all platforms. Normally at this point I would hire a worker, but you guys know me way too well. I love mowing the yard. Real life, farm sim, doesn't matter. It's actually hilarious, whatever. I talk to my grandparents and tell them, because I used to do their yard when I was younger. Loved it, absolutely loved it. At my house, it was a bit of a chore. Sorry, Mom. But I enjoyed mowing my grandparents' yard. I enjoy mowing my yard now, IRL. And in farm sim, I mean, come on. Right? Come on. Check this out, though. Workers doing great. I don't know what's been going on with the previous workers doing cultivating and things, but they've done awful. It's doing awesome. All right, almost done here. And just like before, we're going to be turning all of this into silage bales. That way we can make a little bit extra cash. Do we need to? No, not really. I think we're doing okay on money. But you know what? More money. Now for the trickiest job of them all. This, I mean, I enjoy doing this. Don't get me wrong. But if you go one way wrong or the other, oop, drop it down, turn it on, there we go. If you go one wrong way, it just all goes bad. I think what I may end up doing is trying to do maybe 2 passes around the outside, maybe just 1. We'll figure that out, see how good it goes. 2, sometimes not as easy as it sounds. And then we'll come through and bale that, get those bales out of the way. And then we could do all the inside of the field. Makes it a lot easier that way when you don't have anything around the outside to deal with. Not too bad. What I ended up doing was doing 2 headlands around the whole thing, except I didn't come back down here at the bottom. So you kind of see how that works. What I'm gonna do to make my job a little bit easier, wait a minute. Completed their task. I see you up there. What are you doing? Farmer Cop showed me how to increase my view distance, but I gotta figure out how to make the background look better. That tree looks good though, man. How's that foliage not look good? It looks awful. Oh well. All right, let's grab this guy. He did get some work done, so at least there's that. Turn it on, drop it down, bring it in, and hire a worker. There's not a whole lot left, but there's enough. So then what we need to do is take this guy, and we need to increase that power. $45,000, but it's gonna be totally worth it because now I don't really have to worry too much. Let's grab our baler, make some bales. Let's grab that bale wrapper, make some bale wrappers, and I think we'll be okay. Okay, so I'm not gonna do it yet. I think we made like 10 bales, 8 bales, something like that. I mean, I make a good amount of bales, that's for darn sure. See if we can get up here and collect them all. Yeah, so a decent amount of bales, not a whole bunch. Was that 10, but 10? 8. Only 8. Well, that's okay. We can actually probably drop these. Oh, I don't know where to put these. That should work, right? Yeah, that'll do just fine. Definitely a bit of a waste of time if you, well, take this long to do all of this like I do. But you know what? It's working. And one of the nice things is we can hire it up on a worker because, oh, well, at least I think I can. Where are you going? Where are you going? Nope, you're fired. I may end up having to do all of this myself as well, but this is why I did this. That way we can turn around easily at the ends. All right, there we go. There's that. Let's see if we can turn around here. All you gotta do is turn around. Nope. Oh. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Hey, that's the right way. Good job, buddy. Moment of truth. Hey, they did it. Awesome. Now we're on the cedar again, and it looks like the only spot we need to hit is down at the bottom. A very, very small little section indeed. Go back and forth twice, and I think that'll do it. And just like that, field is done seeded. Now let's trade this out for fertilizer, and we'll be done with that one. In the meantime, though, if we're gonna have a worker up on all of that, why don't we do this part ourselves? Yeah. What? Ain't nothing stopping me, plus you know I'm gonna catch up to him. How long is it gonna take? 1, 2, 3. We got 5 rows here. How long is it gonna take? I'm on row 5 now, and he's only on row 7. I think we're gonna catch him pretty darn quick. Uh-oh. We got a problem. He's missing some. I think that means for the rest of this, we're probably gonna have to take over. Yeah, because we're going to have to fix that. Yep, they always come down to the end right where the last bit was, and then they quit. Yeah, much easier when I just sit here and do it myself. Done. Yay! Little drift too. One thing I'm finding with this tractor is every time I come in here, it's like spinning all the way around. I wonder if we have wheel weights. Oh, we do have wheel weights. Is that gonna help any? I hope so. Because it's been a pain with this thing just spinning all the way around. Uh-oh. Need my weight too. My bad. Yeah, actually a lot more control. One of the things, usually for wheel weights, I only put them on if I'm gonna be using a front loader or something like that, but I didn't realize how beneficial they would be when pulling a baler. Man, much better. Last bale is out. Made a good amount of bales this time around. 30 to be precise. Very cool. We made 872 bales overall. However, most of those have been little baby bales. Now, one thing I am going to do to make some of you guys out there happy is I'm going to use the Fiat to wrap these guys. I don't want to, and I think I've been very clear on that, but I'm going to do it anyway, because why not? It's not a bad tractor. I give it a bad rap, but to be fair, I'm not a big fan of this guy. But, hey, at least, please, come on. We got all these. I got my super strength turned on. Let's see if I can throw one in there. Yeet! Ah, it worked. There's no way I can do this twice. All right, put it about right there, and yeet! Aha! Boo! Well, like it or not, we were able to get them all done, which is great. Now just gotta see if I can make these turns. That's gonna be the toughest part with this. I believe this is the last bale to wrap right here. Big old bales, a whole lot of silage. This is gonna make us a decent amount of money. But we do have a few other little odds and ends to do before we go sell all these. Well, can't sell them yet. We gotta wait a day. We can go ahead and pick them all up. This is definitely gonna be the best thing to do. That way we can get them off the field. We can get some fertilizer on the field. And then finally after that, we'll come through, fertilize everything. We may even skip a day ahead just so we could sell these. And got it. Ha-ha! Yeah! These will ferment and be ready to be sold in about a day. Let's go and unload these to the right and drop them right there. You know, I've been saying for years that I'm the best backwards driver in Farm Sim, and I don't know if that's true or not. How about we just change it to way better at backwards driving than clutch? Boo clutch. Yeah, that feels better. Okay, so 2 fields to fertilize. There's a grass field. And let's go ahead and hit this big old field over here real quick. And I think we'll be just about done with at least today in game. And fertilizer is down. Bam. Haha. I think we're done here. Who me? Oh, nothing. Just fast forward in time so the silage hurries up and finishes. Hey. There we go. Silage is finished there. We'll check some bales down here at the other end. There's silage. Let's check some in the middle. Silage. One at the top. Silage. Sweet. Because I'm right here, they should all load back up. Almost. Ha-ha! Got them. All right. Let's take these up. Let's get them sold. And let's get these things out of here. It's already so late in May as well. It just passed by, didn't it? Sure did. Life's easy when there's not a whole lot to do left. So a few episodes ago, this is where I messed up big time. Let's see if I can refrain from messing up so bad. There we go. 110,000. That's more like it. Yeah. Before we take off, let's take a look and see what we've got going on. So it looks like flour is distributing. We are out of wheat and barley, so doing oats actually didn't matter at all, really. But we are running interestingly low at the bakery, so I think now is the time to do our first upgrade to that. So bam, we've got an upgrade to that. That is now number 2. We've got plenty of room there. That should send over the rest of the flour from our central area. And then it looks like we have more water than we could ever imagine to have. Maybe we upgrade a few of these as well. Bam, 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 bam. Now all of those are upgraded. It's going to be so much. To be fair, money's not really an option because we're done buying things. We don't need to buy anything else. Maybe I'll go ahead and upgrade a few of these to level 3 at this point. What could it hurt, right? Bam, 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 bam. Got it. Still so cheap. Let's do it again. Upgrade to level 4. So I may have gone overboard a little bit. I upgraded all of the greenhouses to level 10, so all 4 of those are now leveled up. We have $57,000 left, but the money can only go up, and I don't even know why I did that. To be fair, income wasn't the greatest to begin with. I mean, we made, what, $20-ish thousand for all of that, so that, I don't know if that's going to multiply that by 10. I guess we could find out in one day's time. Let's find out what we make at the beginning of June. I would say we've done okay. We went from 57,000 to 201,000. Look at this. For May, we made 87,000. In 9 hours, we made $72,000. 9 hours. That is hilarious. Just imagine how much we're going to make throughout. Again, we're using one mod that came out when I'm recording this not long ago. This little guy right here. What this does is it takes the automatic water for animals and greenhouses. It's an incredible mod. It adds, what, 10 million? 1 billion? 1 billion liters of water. And you can place it anywhere near anything that needs water, like these greenhouses, for example. And they all take it, which is phenomenal. It's great. Looks like our bakery's definitely going to need some help because it is still sitting at 61,000. So maybe we upgrade this as much as we can. Yep, there we go. Now we're down to $6,000. Something tells me that's going to increase overnight. Yeah, see, now it's just getting ridiculous. $262,000. Look at that. Flour's gone down a lot, which is great news. So we don't really have to worry about that anymore. I'm trying to see, like, can we add a bunch more of these? But I think that's ridiculous. We're already making, what, $150,000, $200,000 a day on 4 greenhouses. Granted, they're level 10. And, man, I wish that upgradable factories mod would come to console so bad. It's one of my favorite mods. Does look like we're going to be a few more days out from this being grown. Well, it's growth stage 4 of 4 on forage. July. Is it going to be August when this is ready? Si, senor. August it is. Why is it only 96% yield bonus? Needs rolling. I have a mod that every time I seed or plant, it rolls for me. What? Maybe I deleted it. Oh, well. Well, it looks like we're going to be ready to harvest. However, today is not going to be the day that that's going to happen. Also, it's calling for rain. So today may not be the day it happens in game either. I don't know. We will find out. Nonetheless, looks like grass is ready. Our wheat or oats are ready. Little pup dog is avoiding me. Hey, I'm over here. Quit avoiding me. You're super cute. Hey, come here. You're a good boy. Yeah. All right. And you guys are good boys too? I don't know. That felt weird. How about we do a little bit of farming in the next one? And also, that's probably going to be the last one as well. Just a heads up. I'm having fun with the series, but I mean, it's Ravenport. We played this for like 3 years. So I think at this point, it may be time to say, hey, it's in Farm Sim. It's a lot of fun. But for DjGoHam, I think it's time to move on. Today in game marks 1 year on Ravenport. And today is going to be our last harvest. We've gone through a lot together by building our own farm, creating our massive field, and of course, whatever this is. And today marks the end of it. We are going to be harvesting. We are going to be baling and mowing and doing all the stuff. And we're going to have a great time doing it. I think the first thing that we need to do is go ahead and get our field harvested. We're going to be using the same harvester we've used for this whole time. I'll tell you what. I've enjoyed using it, but I cannot wait to move on to the next series so that I can finally upgrade all my stuff. But I've done this for a reason. I would stay here on Ravenport, but there's just a lot more to do and a lot more things that I want to do in Farming Simulator. So we're going to be doing all of that. Let's double check. Let's make sure the straw swath is enabled. It is. I'm going to enable fast farming as always. That is the real speed lemon mod. That's what I'm referring to every time I say that. And we're going to hire them up, but yeah, not over here. One of the other things we're going to do is we are going to fast forward time once we get all of this done, because we need to take this to a production chain in order to make the most amount of money. Well, once we get that to a production chain, that has to be sent off to a different production chain to make more money. And once that is done, then I'll be done. So we'll probably have to fast forward time a few days just to see how we do. But once that's all said and done, I think we'll be good to go. For this, I believe I'm going to do 3 headlands. That should give us plenty of space to turn around, things like that. yeah, looking forward to it. As always, we will be baling up the straw and selling it, and we're going to be baling up all of the grass bales that we get off of the other field, and we're going to be making those into silage. Oh, I can't make the turn. Now, to be fair, we also made silage bales in the last one, so that one is going to be a very abbreviated version, an abridged version, if you will, of making silage bales. 3 passes are up. Let's find our spot, hire the worker, and rock and roll. 18,000 liters in. We're going to get a whole lot more out. Yeah, I say a lot of dumb stuff, but I'm not quite sure what that meant. Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and empty this out into our silo, which I've used approximately one other time. I think it was the last time we harvested this field right here. We're going to put this in here. I think we could get away with the rest of the field not having to unload. Maybe. And back in the field they go. All right, let's find ourselves something with a mower. You don't have one, but you could probably have one. Let's go get it. The thing now is I have to think about what we're going to do for the next series. We are getting kind of far along into Farm Sim 22's lifespan. We've done quite a few series at this point. We've done EU, US maps. I've seen a couple people asking for different things around the rest of the world. I've seen quite a few other comments saying that all I do is USA maps now, which is partially true, to be fair. I do a lot of USA maps. Maybe we should try out a couple other stuff. Maybe go outside DjGoHam's comfort zone a little bit. Maybe that's the way to go. Almost done mowing, and I've realized that I may have made a mistake. I haven't checked on the harvester at all. He did one pass. One whole pass. 670 liters. Great. Let's see how long it takes before he goes off track again. Should we babysit for a minute? Let's babysit. Well, I don't know where he's going, but he's backing up. A lot. Too much, actually. And decided to ruin my little swath right here. I think this is going to be something where I actually need to do this myself, because the worker seems to be absolutely incompetent in every sense of the word. And here I thought the last episode would be filled with nothing but ease and not having to worry. Boy, was I wrong. I don't know how it does it. We've got the whole grass field done. We got it all baled up. I need to wrap up, but how do you get here after doing all of that? You get there and you're like, you know what? 40%. That's as full as I need to be. This is good. This is fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Ugh. All right, little buddy. I've given you a little time. Let's try this again. You could do it. You could do it this time. Come on, New Holland. Real quick, I'm gonna bring this guy down here and hit all these little itty bitty spots that were missed. Well, say were missed. They weren't really missed. This is a super weird shaped field. I guess that's a lot of them are. We're gonna hit this real fast so I can go ahead and bale up all the straw. And a little bit here, and a little bit here. And back here, hopefully for the last time. Actually, what we're gonna be doing is wrapping, because the one thing I did forget about, however long it takes me to wrap these bales is how long it's gonna take us to get into the game tomorrow. So, let's wrap these now, and we'll do the other baling later. It's gonna take a while regardless. Hey, check out this idiot. Hey! So cool that he decided to do it this way. If I didn't know any better, I would say that he went down, turned around, did a loop-de-loop, and then said, I'm done. Yeah, we gonna finish the rest of this ourselves. And we're done. Finally. Man, did that take some time or what? But we got it. We got it done. What is that? What is this out here? All right, it is bale time. I'm just gonna follow along where the combine harvester went, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna hit all of these. See how many we can make. Big thing is to pick up all of the bales around the outside before you start running back and forth. You're just gonna run into them. Last bale is out, and that is 33 bales for this field. Very cool. 284 total, and well, the rest of those were baby bales. How many was that again? This is so many. 936. Of course, I have to put this in there. Bam, just like that, because, well, this trailer holds 32, and I had to put 33 in there. Can I strap it down? Nah, I forgot about that. I could definitely say we have made our money with bales on this series. That is not even a lie. Let's bring this through. Let's see how much money we can make. Boom, 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 boom. Bam! 45 grand. Yeah, that's pretty good. So now we have a few other things that we need to do. We need to make sure that all of our goods are being sold. So the next step is going to be taking some stuff up to the grain mill to drop off all of the oats that we just harvested. And we've got a bunch of bales over here that are going to need to be picked up, but they are not fermented yet. We're going to have to wait another day or so. Yeah, 2%. So 10 a.m. tomorrow in game. That should do it. Oop, turn that off. Let's jump in here. Let's grab our trailers. Let's take everything over to the grain mill. Not a whole lot here. We got, was that 45,000 liters? Yes, that not much. So what I'm going to do is we're going to drop our trailer. Ha-ha! Yeah, we don't need that no more. All right, let's dump this in there, and then let's take a look at our central grain elevator. Here we go. So oats are in order to move it. You know what? I'm not paying for that. We're going to take this, going to turn into flour, which then in turn will send it over to the bakery, and we are making bread. Because of course we are. There's also one other thing that I want to do real quick. So this water, if I fast forward time, we're just going to get millions and millions and millions of dollars, which is super cool. But, oh, nope. I want to sell the water. How do I sell the water? Every time I get a little close to it, it just, I can't. Oh, hang on. There we go. Yes. That is it. All right. Object is sold. Let's take a look at the production chain. See, there is no water to be found there. All right. That's going to save us a little bit. Whoa. Made a mistake. I made $200 million. Oops. There we go. I think I've removed the money the right way. I don't know how much money we had beforehand, but that should have done it. Now, all we got to do is fast forward time in a way where we wait for this to be turned into this, to be turned into money. Next day in game, we should have silage bales, and we do. So this is going to be another setup, a minute for us. Let's take a look real quick. Doesn't look like we've got flour in yet. And I'm an idiot and did not turn on the oat flour. All right, for a good old-fashioned silage bale sale, let's see how we do through here. Boop-a-doop-boop-boop. I always like making that sound. Boop-a-doop-boop-boop. 114 grand, sweet. Now we play the waiting game. I think the easiest way to play the waiting game for me is going to be to fast forward time at an exorbitant rate. Oh, well, there goes all the flour. How's the bakery doing with it? Oh, that's going down quick. It took about 48 hours. However, we did get 58 and 100, so about $150,000. And 781,000, that's about right. And so with that, we have found ourselves nearing the end. I wanted to go over a few things that I wish that I had some time to do, and maybe a few things that could have done a little bit differently. First off, I'm loving the two-field setup here. Workers did not enjoy either of these, but they were a lot of fun. I think if we would have had a combine harvester a little bit bigger, things would have been a lot of fun. Plus, one of the things I really wanted to do was take this whole like hilly area here, flatten that out all the way up through here to where this road is, and make all of that one big field. That was something I wanted to do, just was not able to make it happen. I also wanted to set up all of this stuff up here to be a big production area. Yeah, that didn't happen either, but maybe you could do it, or maybe it gives you a few ideas. Speaking of productions, of course, all of the ones that you own can be deleted. So maybe that's something you guys would want to come through and do. In Farm Sim 19, these two fields I plowed together and made one big grass field, which was fun. And then down here was one of my farms, the DjGoHam Go. This is where all the tractors and stuff were parked up, whatever, and buildings, big buildings. A lot of fun. I don't think I picked up one thing from the store. You store deliveries on everything with this map. There's a lot of different stuff to this. I think with my gameplay style, doing videos on this particular map didn't work out quite well. I enjoyed it. I had fun. But it definitely was a chore getting some of the stuff done. So there is that, at least for a video style. As far as everything else go, if you enjoyed Ravenport as a base game map in Farming Simulator 19 and you played it a lot, then this is definitely one of the maps that you would want to go back and revisit. Celebuki, who's creator of Alma, Missouri, as well as Iowa Plains-View, they've done a really good job bringing this map back to life again. As a matter of fact, I believe they did Goldcrest Valley as well, or at least one of the versions, like one of the three that we have. So, yeah, check it out. Download it. Give it a try. If it's something that you want to play, if it's something you want to see, if you enjoy this map, if you never played it in Farm Sim 19 or you never played a Farming Simulator 19 at all, this, at least to me, is the best version of this map that is out. I haven't played any of the other ones either, but it's the only one on Mod Hub, so what does that tell you? Anyway, regardless, hope you enjoyed this series. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you did, drop a like and subscribe if you're new and join the GoHam fam. Double check that notification bell as always. You never know. That way you never miss any videos here on the channel. Farming Simulator, mods, news, all that good stuff. All being said, just have a great day, and we'll see you later.